Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. How are we all doing? Liam was good, Neko was good. Gravity and Myth, let's go. How are we all doing on this fine Sunday? Yo, Rip was good, was good, was good. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. So today is a bit of a different one. Let's say different one. We're obviously doing the usual. We got some trophy reviews. Obviously, exactly. So we're actually checking. Well, you might not find any today, Ryan, because well, you might in the second half, but the first half is yours. We're doing your account today, so we'll be starting with you. But then we are going to do the next one. I asked in the Discord for anyone that's a member to let me know so I can organize it and get everything in order. And I'm going to make a Google document with the members and the non-members with a rough date on when your review will be done. Because a lot of people have asked, and obviously I don't want to leave people waiting or whatever. So I'm getting a Google document all set up. I started it this morning. Mainly just did the members and the people who responded who were members so I could work out who I'm going to do. And then obviously we'll get that lower. So hopefully by the end of the week, by the end of next week, we'll have it to do. You're back from the ads. And then we are going to be doing the 2 trophy reviews today. We are also going to be doing the 30 platinums in 30 days starts tomorrow. So, I need to hop off a little earlier than... Well, say hop off a little earlier than usual. We'll still do the 2 reviews. I just might not play any games today. We'll see how I feel, how quickly, how long we're live for. Yo, Benego, let's go. So, we'll see how long that takes first. But I still need to organize some overlays for the stream. Set up some counters and stuff. I need to get the list finalized. I still haven't got the list finalized. So, to give me a little bit of breathing room, what we're going to do today is we're going to be checking out 2 accounts. We're going to be checking out Ryan's and we're going to be checking out Tasha's. And I'm going to pick... Thank you. I'm going to pick maybe 2 or 3 games from the list that I can start with, and then I'll put a poll in the chat, and I'll let chat decide. And then the way that it would work is once I've finalized I'm going to probably whittle it down to about 60, 70 games. So I'm going to get the chat to pick the first one, and then from then on, I'm literally going to spin a wheel on stream. So as soon as we finish the platinum, we'll open it up, spin, and see what the next game is going to be. So that's kind of how it's going to go. So yeah, that's sort of the plan anyway. But, you know, best laid plans and all that. So fingers crossed everything goes right. But yeah, I am wholly unprepared for this. I've still got like 40 odd games to go through to work out the trophy length, whether it's going to cost me any money to get the game or whether it's part of the PlayStation Plus. So I need to finalize all that today with a bit of luck. How is everyone else's weekend being? All good, I hope. Do you prefer the chat? I might ask you, Abby, yet. Do you prefer the chat there? Or should I move it to there? Left or right? Which one? What the hell is this song that's playing? Yo, Raz, what's good? Right, well, stop that. What the hell? Seriously, what is this song? Keeping my head in there, something. Okay. Alright. I heard Sword of the Sea is pretty easy and fun on PS Plus, etc. That is one of the games, Neko. That is one of the games. It's clown music, yeah. That is one of the games that we've got. So that is in, well, it's in the 100. And to be honest, it probably will make it into the final 60 because it's one that I've seen quite a bit. Right. So we might as well get started. Anyway. Sure, we all set. We've got Ryan there. Got the YouTube open. Excited to see you play that. Let's go. Let's go. Well, technically I might not, but because it's going in the wheel, so the wheel will decide which platinums I do. So, but remember, guys, keep an eye out when we're going through this list. So remember, keep an eye out. Make a note of it if you want. But this list and the other list we're checking out today, I'm gonna be picking. We're going to be putting 2 or 3 of them into a poll. I'm going to let the poll run and decide that will be one of the games that that's the game that we're going to be playing tomorrow. So keep an eye out, see which games you want to check out. Right. So. Okay. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Foreclosed is a great short game for a 30 and 30. Ooh. Just by all means, throw games at me in the chat and I'll have a look at them. I'll throw them in the list because, like I say, I'm whittling them all down tonight. So, Sword of the Sea, obviously, we've already got. Foreclosed. All right, okay. So, ready? We are ready and going. We are recording. And for some reason, my camera was absolutely tiny. Right, okay, so we are on board with Ryan 4Burr in the chat. His username is NinjaBurr, his PSN. And he has 189 platinums. He's played 338 games, 142 of them completed, with a completion percentage of 62.24%, getting just under 2 trophies per day. He is based in the UK, like me, fellow UK person. Makes no sense. He is ranked 5,792 in the country. Okay, so we have got 007 First Light. We are seeing that more and more now. Obviously, the game. Yo, crazy, what's good? What's good? Does it have to have a plat or no? Yeah, it's got to be 100. Got to be a platinum, Neko. We are doing it's a 30 platinums in 30 days challenge, so it does have to be a platinum. But we are seeing more and more of 007 First Light. It's obviously relatively new, but it seems to be, as you can see, relatively easy. 2 out of 10, 20 hours. I will get round to it at some point. And I've heard really good things, and I've heard really bad things. So it's not something I'm rushing out to play, but I will get to it at some point. Yes, it can be done in 20 hours. I've heard some people say it can be done quicker. But again, like I say, I don't know really anything about it. Yeah, like Zhao says, it's under 20 if you know what you're doing and are okay at it. I've seen people go for 100% games, just making sure. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm doing platinums. Then we've got A Way Out. Obviously, as you all know, this is the one that keeps following me, and we are doing that as part of the 30 Platinums in 30 Days challenge. We're probably going to do it on a Sunday, and I'm going to get the community involved because it's a 2-player game, so anyone that wants to help me, if there's only one person that wants to help me, then we'll play the whole game through. If multiple people do, we'll probably do little stints, but we are going to be doing A Way Out for sure. Adventure Time, The Secret of the Nameless Kingdom. Let's have a look. Can you see what platinum I've been going for? Kingdom. Just want to see what type of game this is, because they're normally... These types of games are normally like fighting games.
See? I'm a shield now.
No, it's like a
kingdom.
To be fair, it's nice. 8 pixel top down though. That's anything. Alien Isolation, a game that I will probably never touch again. I'm such a wuss. I hate jump. It's not the horror aspect mainly. It's the jump scares. I just hate them. Reminding you, do you know what? That's kind of what it looked like when I was just looking at it. Then the first thing that came to mind was Zelda, but obviously, I to be honest, besides like a Game Boy, one of the Game Boy ones, I've never played Zeldas. Security Breach, Sonic Origins, or other games I've seen pretty easy. No, yap about what you want, guys. If you want to yap about the challenge. Obviously, I just have to pick when I answer it. Amnesia, The Bunker. I'm assuming Amnesia is a horror one. Obviously, as you know, guys, as usual, if we don't know the name of the game, or we don't know what the game is, we have a look, see what it's like. Yeah, I think I've seen someone play this before. Animal Well, 20 hours, 5 out of 10. Nice. Ape Escape, absolute banger of a PlayStation 1 classic. I've already done the Gardens Between. It is an absolute banger. An absolute banger. I will agree with you there. It's one of my favorite. One of out of the games, out of the different games I've played in the 10 Platinums in 10 Days challenge, 30 Platinums in 30 days, and stuff. That's one of the ones that stuck with me, as I really enjoyed it. Do you know what I really wanted to get this years ago? I thought it was unobtainable, or it might be the... I think I've got a different one. You did see I got the Arkham Asylum Platinum thanks to chat. Void in particular, who sort of motivated me through, giving me tips all the way through. If you haven't already, go and check out the streams. They're actually quite funny. I'm thinking of making like a sandwiches style video just to show off the frustrations, the stages of grief that I went through to get it. But no, we got it. And now I want to play Arkham City. So we might be throwing some Arkham City streams in when we've got you're thinking of... Yes, okay, thank you. I was going to say, I know I've got one on my list that's unobtainable. I don't think I got the trophy back in the day either. That's the problem. But to be fair, I really loved the Army of Two games. I thought the... Thank you, yes. It was... Considering it was a game I honestly thought, and I've said in these videos multiple times, it's like my white whale, or has been my white whale of recent years. I honestly didn't think I was going to get it to actually like see progress, and actually started getting it. To be honest, I think if I didn't stream it, it probably wouldn't have got done. I'd have probably got that. The rage that you see in the first stream is almost close to how angry I can get. But when I'm not streaming, it can be a lot worse. And then it also gets me in this spiral where I can't do it. I think streaming it helped me sort of like just breathe, calm, process it, and then go again. So thankfully, stream was the one that got me through it. But yeah, Army of Two is me and my mate we did like Gears of War together, a few others. We did a bunch of co-op stuff. Army of Two is one of them as well. Kane and Lynch, but Kane and Lynch, such a great set of games, but don't have any trophies. Obviously, I think they've got achievements on the Xbox, but on the PlayStation, I don't think there's trophies for them. Or if there is, I've never seen a trophy list for them. But like Army of Two, Kane and Lynch, stuff like that, I absolutely loved them when they were out originally. OG Assassin's Creed Brotherhood with the PS3, nice. And the Assassin's Creed 2, nice. And Assassin's Creed, okay. I sort of cheated my way through these Assassin's Creeds, as mine are all on the PS4, where the multiplayer trophies are all gone, but you've got Brotherhood, 3's got multiplayer trophies, you've got Black Flag, you absolute legend, Origins, nice, Revelations, again, with the online stuff, Syndicate, nice, some absolute banger Assassin's Creed games there. Syndicate, I'm really looking forward to when I get round to it. I just got to get through, I think it's like 3 or 4 more. Astro's Playroom, again, like I said, if you've got a PS5, there is no reason you should not have Astro's Playroom. It's just a given. Then we've got Attack on Titan, 60 hours, 5 out of 10, 3 playthroughs. God damn. Ryan, seen it, you're the first person I've seen with one of these platinums. Are you looking forward to Attack on Titan 3 coming out? It's the whole story in game format. I think that'll be the first Attack on Titan I actually buy, just because it's from the story from beginning to end. And shout to anyone, if you've never watched Attack on Titan, it's one of the greatest stories ever told, and I will not be told otherwise, so make sure you at least give it a go. Batman Arkham Asylum, there we go, I joined the club. Although you got the PS3 one, which I've heard is a hell of a lot harder than the PS4 version. Apparently there's a bit more of an input delay than there is on anything else. Definitely need to do the second one at some point. Game's really grindy. It was hard, really, I can imagine. Yo, RB, what's good? How we doing? Beat Saber. Okay, I think that's the first time I've ever seen Beat Saber on a trophy list. Granted, I don't have a VR headset, and I don't really have room to swing a cat in here, so I definitely wouldn't be able to Beat Saber it up. BioShock Remastered, BioShock Infinite. No BioShock 2, though. Again, when I get round to it, I was supposed to do Clear Obscure this week, but I just didn't have time. But we're doing a 60 minutes we're giving a game an hour to win me over for franchises I've never played, like popular ones. BioShock's one of them, so I'm really looking forward to at least giving it a go, because I've heard that it's really good. Although, like I say, other than I know that there's big robots and it's underwater, that is about it. That's all I know. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Everyone's saying it, and like I didn't give it a go. So it might, if it's good, and I'll throw it on the main channel, like I say. But I've got this, like, I'm starting this series of giving a game, like a franchise I've never played, an hour or so. Never clicked with 2 or Infinite, really. I've heard brilliant things about the franchise as a whole, so. Black Myth Wukong, I remember thinking, I'm going to go for this. I'm actually going to go for this platinum. And there's like a boss in one of the sand levels. And there's 2 of them. You defeat one of them, and it kicks in a cutscene. And then doesn't tell you, but you have to then, after the cutscene, defeat the second one. Or you have to defeat them in a particular order, otherwise if you beat one, you can't beat the other. But then that trophy then becomes missable. So, and I only realised that once I'd got like way further down the line, and I was like, I'm gonna have to play this multiple times, and I was just like, no shot, no shot. Clear Obscure is one of those games that will ruin gaming for you. You will struggle to find something better, in my opinion. Okay, a lot of people talk this up, talk it up highly. So I am definitely gonna have to give it a go just because of how people talk about it. And like I say, if I enjoy it, I'll put it. We'll stream. I'll start streaming it maybe, and we'll get the goal for the platinum. Yeah, I do. I know that's the thing with Arkham City. It's probably one of the only games I would persevere through a second playthrough on and not be too bothered about it. But I've heard, I have heard Arkham City is like a super grind. So then we've got Bloodborne. Nice. I've always said anyone with the Souls on a Souls-like game on the platinum list is a true, I'm going to say a true gamer, but let's face it, we're all true gamers. I'm just mean like, you got to have a certain switch in your brain to want to play Souls likes, to get to platinum Souls likes, in my opinion. Guys, remember, keep an eye out on this list. Any games that are sub 4 hours, so anything 4 hours and below. If you see a game, keep a note of it. We're gonna pick one of the games in these lists today to start the 30 and 30 tomorrow. Need Bloodborne. To be fair, I like the look of Bloodborne, but again, I obviously, as I was talking in the Arkham streams, I'm just so bad at games like that. So maybe if I can get Elden Ring done. Yeah, you're right there, Neko. Definitely some of the short. I find that's one of the reasons I never played years ago What Remains of Edith Finch, because it was a quick game. It looked like a bit of a walking simulator. Like, from everything I'd seen, you don't do anything. But I was completely wrong. Now I know you're saying like some of the recent ones. I just mean indie games have the ability to surprise you. Some of the dungeons are absolutely brutal. Oh, god damn. And we got Borderlands, the original. Oh no, PS4 version. Nice. Borderlands 2. Again, Borderlands is something I'm going to have to try at some point, really. Bridge Constructor. It took 2 days, 42 trophies. Okay. Oh my god, sorry guys. Then we got Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, Modern Warfare 3, the OG Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare Remastered, World at War. Some absolute stonkers. We've got Mile High Club, which can be a pain in that one. World at War, if you've ever tried playing Veteran on World at War, you will know that it's absolutely disgusting. Yo, Dama, what's good? What's good? Oh, Luca, how are we doing? Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. Obviously, it's just absolutely goated campaign. And then Modern Warfare 2019. Again, if you've got a want or an urge to get a Call of Duty Platinum and you don't want to be messing about, then Modern Warfare 2019 is probably the easiest Call of Duty to get a Platinum on. Yeah, World at War, aka Grenade Simulator. To be fair, I've started obviously cleaning up some games, and I started playing the veteran mode on Modern Warfare Remastered, and I am at a section quite early in the game, where you play the American ones going for Al-Assad, and that's just grenade spam. Damn it! It's Ryan Forber in the Discord. He's also in chat somewhere. I'm sure he'll say hey at some point. Then we've got, as we were just talking about, Clear Expedition 33, which apparently will change your outlook on gaming forever. It's like, it's once you go obscure, you never go back by the sounds of it. Then we've got Crisis Remastered, Crisis 2 Remastered. Nice. Love the Crisis series. Probably one of my favorite series. Well, Crisis 2 and Crisis 3. Crisis 1, I was never a massive fan of. Didn't really like the setting, and I felt like everything was a little bit basic. They definitely built upon the suit's mechanics and stuff as the games went on, which I really like. Then we got Dante's Inferno, 2 out of 10, 16 hours. Now, the unobtainable is for the DLC, so you can't get 100%, but the platinum is still obtainable, so if you are looking to do that, don't be put off by the unobtainable sign. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. Okay, so we've got a Souls-like demon on our hands. We've got a Souls-like demon on our hands. Although there's no... Oh, we're not at E yet. I was going to say there's no Elden Ring, but not even at the letter E yet. Days Gone. Nice. Again, I've said a few times, the motorbike put me off playing this game as a whole. Stupid, simple thing. I'm sure people will be asking me, like, what? But the game... He's a biker, and his bike's crap, so... If you could experience any game for the first time again, it'd be Expedition 33. Really? Okay. Talking a big game, like, people are saying really good things about this. Yeah, to be fair, a lot of people say that to me, but... When I think of a biker, I'm thinking like Sons of Anarchy Harleys and stuff like that, and it looks like he's riding a child's bike in the game. So I don't know. I do need to give it a fair shake. I do need to give it another go. To be fair, I only played like 2 or 3 hours of it before I got annoyed. So I'm sure. Yo, what's good, Raina? I'm sure that opinion is completely wrong. I'm sure I am wildly wrong for that opinion, and that's why I know consciously I need to go back and double check that that's what my opinion is. I always see Dark Souls remastered and never the original PS3 one. There's the reason for that. I don't think does Dark Souls have a trophy card, the original one? Does like the original Dark Souls have a trophy guide? Is it got a trophy? Oh, it does have a trophy. To be fair, you're right. I only ever see the PS4 like Dark Souls remastered. I don't think I've seen Dark Souls, or if I have, it's never stood out. What time am I starting? So the way that it will work is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday are the days that I are on in dialysis. So those streams will be around the same time as usual, so about 7 o'clock. But the days that I'm off, I'm thinking of going live about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What time would you rather me go live at my usual time and go later, or would you rather me start my stream earlier? That's something that's up to you if you decide. So I can either carry on going live at 7 o'clock, but on the days that I'm not on dialysis, I can go later. I can go to like midnight. Or do you want me to go live at like 3, 4 o'clock and finish at around 10 o'clock usual time? So honestly, I'll leave that one up to you. I'm going to put it in the Discord as well, what people's opinions are. So I can either start earlier or end later. That's kind of where we are. And then obviously on my birthday, there will be the 12-hour stream. That's actually if the original Dark Souls is possible, I might do it. It's showing that it is possible. Yo, Vazi, was good, was good. I was a tech. What do you mean you were a tech, Ian? I don't get... yeah. I've still got about 20 kilos to lose before I'm on the actual transplant list, so... And then we've got Dead Island 2. 3 out of 10, 30 hours. Nice. I've never, again, I think I remember playing Dead Island 1, but in my opinion, it never really had a, or the story just never felt straightforward to me. So, uh, oh, technicians. Oh, right. Okay. I get you. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. uh, Poor man's Dying Light. But the thing is, Dead Island came first, so that's what's strange about it. I'm almost certain Dead Island was before Dying Light, and then we got one of my all-time favorite games. This is one of my all-time favorite games. I used to I grew up. Yo, SDB was good. I grew up. Obviously, I'm proper unk status. I grew up watching like old stuff, like obviously old 80s, 70s TV and movies. Dawn of the Dead was one of my all-time favorite, and still is to this day. Both the original and the shoddily made remake are some of my favorite films. And just the thought of the world ending and you being stuck in a giant American mall with every shop available and every little thing and everywhere you could go, no rules, no bars. It was just something that appealed to the in my brain. So when Dead Rising came out, I absolutely loved it. It came out on the Xbox originally, and that's what I had, an Xbox 360. It was one of the first games I bought with like one of my first wage packets when I was younger. And I used to just go around and just have an absolute blast. Didn't really pay attention to the story. Didn't really know how to play it. I literally was one of those just shut brain off, kill zombies, and I'm good. The fact that you've got the platinum on this is absolutely unreal. You've got, like, anyone that's tried getting the platinum for this knows full well how difficult it can be. 7-Day Survivor is no joke. Absolute no joke. So the fact that he's got that is class. So we can watch it live or later if we can't make it. Yeah, I suppose there's that. But the schedule for each week of the 30 platinums in 30 days, I'm going to do it weekly, just so that everyone is aware. Then we got Dead Rising 2. Again, the fact that they sort of built on Dead Rising by making the combo weapons where you take one thing and make it into something else was amazing. And then thankfully, years later, I was able to get the platinum, but it's this one. Obviously, it makes everything a hell of a lot easier. 7-Day Survivor can be done with like saves and a bunch of other things. But it is still such a fun game. If you've never played a Dead Rising game, I would certainly go play this one. It's a better version of the original in the sense that the graphics have been updated. The gameplay is a little bit better. In terms of like the mechanics, the movement, and a few other things. So definitely give it a go if you haven't already. It was an Xbox exclusive for years. If you look, I'm sure, yeah, the picture's there. If you look, only on Xbox 360. See here where it's there. Says only on Xbox 360. So it was originally an Xbox. It was an Xbox exclusive, but now it's it just came out late. How many have you missed? Well, this is the first list, and we're on letter D, so you've not missed too much, Moose. Yes, the controls are a lot more. That was probably the better way of putting it. I couldn't really put it as a gameplay, but the controls are a lot more friendly. I was like you, one of my first games. Yeah, I remember. It was such a good game. Such a good game. But no, Moose, you're not really late. We went live about 10 past 1-ish. So we've been live actually, we've been live 36 minutes. Death Stranding. I started playing it and realized that I didn't really look at the trophy guide to begin with. And obviously when I did and realized it's 100 hours after playing a couple of hours and not getting anywhere, or didn't feel like I was getting anywhere, I put it down for a while. I will pick it up again, but I'm in no hurry to. Mainly because the story's just confusing as well. So my brain, I need to be able to like lock in and like pay attention to the story. Sometimes I like playing games where I shut my brain off. Sometimes I want to obviously play games that are a bit more mentally locked in. Demon Souls, nice. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, absolute banger. That's one I also need to get done. This was a game that I obviously just said I'm on dialysis. So a few years ago, in 2020, when this first came out, I got out of the hospital in like Feb-ish, and was recovering for the whole time, for like 3 or 4 months. Someone bought me Dragon Ball Z Kakarot because I was just stuck in bed. And I played the ever-loving crap out of it. Just, obviously, I wasn't trophy hunting at the time, so I just completed it. So I do need to go back and actually finish the platinum, clean it up. Yo, White Wolf, what's good? Thank you for that. Thank you. Yes, there's a few people here now, so I did ask for people's names. For the name, obviously, if you remember, to pop it in the Discord and let me know. So, because obviously I've got a list of members, so I can see which order everyone goes in. There's going to be a Google sheet so it's going to have the members at the top, and it's going to have an estimated date in which stream it's going to be reviewed on, and then it's going to go into the normal subscribers. So just, I know a lot of people have asking when is their list getting done, how long. So by the end of the week, the Google sheet will be accessible in the Discord, and you'll be able to see the rough date. And I'll keep it updated if there's any delays, if we speed any up, get more in. It's also, a lot of it's depending on how many platinums people have, how long the video takes, etc. But there will be a Google sheet. And then if anyone does become a member in the meantime, again, we will update that and reposition them. So it will be something that it is ever flowing, so always keep an eye on it. I need to get on the Discord and get my name too at some point. Yeah, no, that's fine. I thought you did, RB. I'll have a look in a bit. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, nice. Again, there's a DLC coming out for it with a bunch of Dragon Ball characters and a single player mode and stuff. So I might actually boot that up and give it a go. I've only got like 2 trophies, so I want to get your cleanup done first. Well, that's what some people do. So some people, to be fair, some people have become members and just asked me not to do it yet until a certain point. Obviously, all you need to do is let me know when you do. It's just so that I know, because honestly, guys, I thought I was going to get maybe like 3 or 4 members. Like I was going to get like 3 or 4 members and that was it. Last week, we hit, well, when I checked today, we hit 41 members, which is the highest I keep saying it, and I've said it. I said it when we hit 20, and I said it when we hit 30, and now we're at 40. It's the highest member count I have ever had on this channel. It has been absolutely unreal, and I was wholly, hold my hands up, solely unprepared for the amount of members I was getting. So I never had it. I didn't put a system in place for reviews. Obviously, people becoming members are getting bumped up. I didn't have one because I honestly thought it was going to be 2 or 3 members, and that was it. I'd be able to keep a mental note of it. But every time we go live, we get new members and we get people asking for lists. It's been absolutely unreal, and I can't thank you enough. The support has been amazing. But now I've realized I need to get a system in place to make sure that everyone is in the right order. So by the end of next week, there will be a Google sheet you can check. You're a reformed shovelware. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is something I really want to get into. The thing is, I was playing the other week and I started trying to get through some of the multiplayer part of it, but it's not. So which is why I'm hoping with this updated DLC, more people hop on and find it a bit easier. It was so hard finding games.
Did we just become best friends?
Yo, Ukami Yoitsu Regina, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. How are we doing? No problem. Like I say, the list is there. You don't have to, whenever you're ready, you can pop it in. And like I say, one of the perks of becoming a member on the YouTube or a subscriber on the Twitch is that the list gets bumped up to, when I say the top, it just means to the list in the member list. And then we've got, you like some hard, it's either hard platinums or long platinums. Or a mixture of both. Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, nice. I never played, that's another franchise I've never played, Dragon's Dogma. My brother's like a massive fan of these types of games like this, like Two Worlds, stuff like that. It always gives me, that's the vibe that I get. It's very, obviously, sword and shield. Never really give it a go myself. I'm just a noob at trophy hunting, started in 2024. Nice. Well, to be fair, I've only got 122 platinums. If you look at mine, no. So, like, I started back in 2009 and was trophy hunting till 2011. Tried again 2017, didn't. And then 2019, this one I always tell people, and I'll probably say it again if Ninja's got it, if Ryan's got it, is that I got this by accident. I didn't actually plan on getting the platinum. I just got it. And then here is where I started content creating with trophies. So Spider-Man was my very first video on the channel. And they're all the platinums I've got since making content. And nearly all of these are in videos. Nearly all of them are in videos. Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Okay. Reviews, can we let you know something in advance? For example, I like 2-stack games. I like them, for example, Black Flag PS3. Games. I have some auto pops that are server based. There's no choice, like Rainbow Six. Yeah, you can. Yeah, like, so, Bradley, if you've watched the latest YouTube video, I think it's the latest YouTube video. If not, it's the one before. Bradley spelt his name with platinums. He let me know beforehand so that I could, because I always order the platinums in alphabetical order, mainly so that I can see franchises together. That's sort of the main reason I do it. So, like, we can see Fall Guys together, the Fallout 4, like, it's a lot easier to locate stuff. But he asked me if I could do it in order, so, because obviously the way that he spelt his name was in order. So yeah, let me know beforehand when I get to it, and I can make a note of it. And then obviously we've got Elden Ring, like I said, Souls Demon, Fallout Guys. Anyone know what the OR stands for? I know obviously that is EU, but what's that? The OR version? Yeah, some auto pops are completely unavoidable. Original. Ah, right. Oh, so it's the original. So, right, that's the one that's unobtainable now, hence the tag there. That makes more sense. Fallout Guys, Ultimate Knockout. Nice. Still remember my first one, Burnout Paradise on PS3. Enjoyed it so much. Was unaware I'd be trophy hunting years later. Continued around the pan. Yeah. I actually had no idea I had an auto pop for it, as I did it twice. Confused. No, you've done it twice there. Yeah, it just looks like that's the... I think it's auto pop the old one by the looks of it. But there's two there, so you've definitely done it twice. Popped my profile into Discord. Let's go, RB. Let's go. You are a member, so I can put you to next week. I think it's next week, but I'll have a look. So OR is original. GG is digital, PH is physical. Some more rare tags you'll see. Really, Draken. Okay, okay. For the longest time, I thought PH meant Philippines. To be fair, that's kind of what I would have thought. If I would never have thought physical, I definitely would have thought Philippines or yeah, actually, yeah, that's probably Philippines because I wouldn't have thought of any other country beginning with a PH. New challenge, every PSMP tag. Yeah, yeah. RB makes sense, but it's not. KR is Korean, rarely seen. All right, okay. Guys, seeing as we've got a few more people in here, I'll just reiterate, keep an eye out on these lists. If there's any other platinums that are 4 hours and under, make a note of them because we're going to be putting them into a poll and you lot are going to be deciding the first game we play tomorrow in the 30 platinums in 30 days challenge. Family Guy Back to the Multiverse. What type of game is that? I'm only doing this because, to be fair, there's a lot of games I know. And I like pulling these up. I shouldn't really. I might have to mute that because I don't want. Oh, well, clearly, I don't know why I thought any different, but it reminds me of like a Simpsons game. I wonder why. There is which is a re-release. Oh, right, okay. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition, nice. Far Cry 4. When we played this for for me cleanup video, it was so frustrating because I just didn't know the controls and I didn't want to start the game again because I only had a handful of trophies. So that learning curve of remembering what all the controls were was an absolute nightmare. I can see something right now. We're not there, but I can see something right now. You absolute filthy motherfucker. Final Fantasy, nice. Final Fantasy, I'm gonna say 4. I don't know with Roman numerals that well. 9, 10 HD, and then this bastard. Look at that. Anyone that knows Gears of War, like, if you've ever tried going for the platinum or you looked at the list, 10,000 multiplayer kills. 10,000 multiplayer kills. You must have absolutely sweated your off to get that. Not having a clue, but yeah, it's brutal. Hardline has 40k. Jeez. I know, but 10,000 is still a lot. Especially when for the longest time, I think it was for at least the first couple of months, it was host dependent. So you would only actually make progress on the trophy if you were a host, if I remember. So if you could have been playing for 3 or 4 weeks straight, keeping track of every kill you've ever made, and only half of them were registering. Ryan, does it still have a lot of people on? Because I made the silly mistake of... Well, not the silly mistake, but I made the mistake of... starting it. How far did I get? I got 12%. So I got a handful of them. The thought of going for 10,000 kills is just...
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Yo, Kami Kikuchi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the sub to the YouTube. Well, Ryan, if you're ever down to help me boost in if there's a 1v1 section, then hit me up. But yeah, that is an absolute stonker of a platinum. That kind of would be my next white whale, not for difficulty, but definitely because I don't have the patience for 10,000 kills, or I wish I had the patience. Maybe you're late. Don't worry, Void. No worries. Maybe after I do Red Dead Redemption 2, get to level 50 on that, because I think my brain only has the processing power for one long grind at a time. Then we've got Goat Simulator. Nice. Flappy Goat. I to this day, I don't care who written this trophy guide. That 2 hours is a blatant lie. A blatant lie. Do you know, if you've never watched my 30 Platinums in 30 Days video where I get this, I spent 4 hours. I spent 4 hours getting the Platinum. And do you want to know how I managed to get it? Out of all the things, I did this just from chancing it, at the time I had a PlayStation Portal, so I connected the PlayStation Portal and wondered if the lag would have helped, and it actually did. So I'm starting to realize I'm pretty bad at games. Goat Simulator 3. Now, someone said to me the other day that the reason this is 25 hours is because there's some sort of leveling up system in it. So, fair enough. God of War. Banger. Absolute banger. One of the best stories told on the PlayStation 4. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, in my opinion, are probably up there for story. Unbeatable, in my opinion. Like 2018, 2019 stories, unreal. Grand Theft Auto 3, nice. That looks like it's not the definitive edition, so it's the digital one that you download. Nice. Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, I've heard, again, I'm never going to try it, but I've heard that is an absolute horrendous platinum to go for. The online's supposed to be really difficult. Let's go. Love that, RB. Love that. Well, I'll give you an idea of preparations. To be fair, I'm looking forward to this challenge because, obviously, as you'll see in the video, I fell horrendous. Obviously, with my health condition, when I get a cold, it takes a lot longer to get rid of. So, like, a weak cold normally lingers for about 3 weeks. And I got a cold just as I started the challenge. But, like, I just had to power through. You've done GTA 4 and it was easy. Really? After a day, I'm on Cotton Alley, Dark World 7. Let's go, boy, with the Super Meat Boy. I'm glad that my rage and perseverance pushed you to do it. GTA 4 is just lengthy. It's not too hard, especially if you find the right people to help. All right, okay. I'm the same. I'm immunocompromised. A regular cold. Yeah, RB, it's brutal. Like, you get it. As soon as any family member gets a cold, I lock myself in this room and that's it. I'll see you in a week when you're feeling better. It wouldn't say easy, just hard, yeah. Yo, Bussin' was good. GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition. Nice. 8 out of 10 is crazy. I think... See, I always wonder... Like, apparently the difficulty is pulled from other websites. It's not pulled from, like, one specific person picking a number. From what I've been told. Let's go, Pino. The guide is pulled from somewhere else. But it might be just down to the amount of time it takes. This might. Clearly didn't play it that much. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, that looks like that's the digital version of the PS4, not the definitive, because there's the definitive edition. This is a game I really wanted to play. Again, my age showing here, but one of the films I used to watch like on repeat. I had like a video cassette of it. Was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's probably one of my all-time favorite films. One of my all-time favorite family films, anyway. And the Grounded just like it's basically the part of the film where they're in the garden, and it really looks interesting. So I really wanted to give it a go, but I don't think I think it's recently went on PlayStation Plus, but it wasn't for a while. Oh, that's me. Sorry, guys. I'm bouncing my leg. Just leg up. Yeah, I'm bouncing my leg, and because I'm touching the table, yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize. Yo, Kira, what's good? What's good? What's good? Absolution is still obtainable. Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole are both amazing. You just started playing Grounded. It does look it like. Hitman 3, nice. Hitman Absolution, I'm 97% complete on that. But going back to clean it up, it's got like one of the trophies is to get like every single style of kill, which unfortunately just means a lot of grinding, and I'm not about that life at the minute. I just want to have some fun. Yo, Jack coming in with the gifted sub. Well, the gifted member. Thank you, my man. W's in the chat for Jack. Let's go.
Yo, appreciate the gifted sub.
Sub, appreciate the gifted sub.
Let's go.
Yo, and it's gone to Zhao shooting as well. Let's go. Let's go. Insurgency Sandstorm. Nice. Yeah, Dub's in the chat for Jack. W's in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Killing it. And that reminds me while you're here. I told you to remind me, so that's the first thing you should have done. And then gifted the member. Oh. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Where are we? Where are we? Okay, that should be done for you now, Jack. Rats on the turbo. How did you find the game? Going to do TM. Yes, we are doing more than one review today. We are indeed. Where are we? Where are we? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure: Eyes of Heaven. Again, it's like a fighting game from what I remember. Killing Floor 2. Now, from what I've heard, that's even though it's only a 5 out of 10, there's some sections to that can be quite annoying. And a game that I was expecting to like really want to play, but every time I mention this game, someone tells me that it's not worth playing. And that's Lego Horizon Adventures. Apparently it's like it's not a good Horizon game, and it's also not a good Lego game. So I've always been put off just because people keep telling me not really to play it. Hell on Earth is hard to do. No, Metal Gear Rising is not a 10. What, a 10 out of difficulty? I think it is.
Yo, appreciate the gifted sub. Appreciate the gifted
Yo,
sub.
Pino
Let's
with the
go.
gifted member again. Whoa, what the hell? I appreciate you. W in the chat for Pino.
Yo, appreciate the gifted sub. Appreciate the
Going to
gifted
Nero.
sub. Let's
If
go.
you are in the chat and you received a gifted member, please do thank Pino. Metal Gear Rising Trophy Guide. Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. I thought it is a 10. From what I'd seen, it's a 10. don't know, that one there's a 9, so it's still showing pretty difficult, right? What's TM 2020? If you don't mind me asking, I think I've missed something in the chat. Lies of P. That is Trackmania. That right? Okay, that makes it. I thought I'd missed. I knew I'd missed something. Lies of P. If I read this right from what I'd seen, isn't Lies of P a Souls-like game in the universe of Pinocchio? Yo, I didn't even know that had a platinum. Lies of P is so good. Really? It's only a 4 out of 10 as well. Is that a Souls-like game I could? Last trophy, 4 out of 10. Let's go. What's the 4 out of 10 you doing? Yeah, it's Pinocchio Elden Ring. Ah, right. Like a Dragon, the man who erased his name. Like all of these Like a Dragon and Yakuza games, I really have no idea about. Never played them. 3 out of 10, 25 hours though, not bad. 4 out of 10, 90 hours. Jeez. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. If you don't play Life of P, I hate the fact that I'm blind. Minecraft, just wait to get the 100 to 100 days, by the way. Read the Metal Gear Rising comments on the guide. Everyone calling out the guide author. Really? I will have a look at that. That's something new to me. I thought the difficulty was pulled from other websites, not from like an individual person. Soundtrack for Lies of P is amazing too. Really, big fan of the Yakuza games. You will get you get to why. I was thinking that. What's the 100 days on Minecraft thing? Oh, Minecraft, you just wait. Ah, right, never mind. Ignore me. I knew I'm answering my own question. You want a fun Souls gameplay, Kazan, the first Berserker. It's like your own anime. Really? Easiest Souls like is probably, what is that? Thymesia, if you want to do one. Is there a proper method to get into Souls games? I've never had the appeal. Okay. Is it Kazan known as the hardest Souls like there is? Is Void trying to trick me into doing something difficult? Marvel Spider-Man, obviously I said earlier, I got that platinum by accident. Just playing the game. Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid Snake. Nice. They're the original, if I remember, the original Sega or the original Amiga or whatever the old one is. All right, okay. That sounds got a special color on my name. I feel honored. Yeah, let's go. Because you are now a mod, Jack. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Obviously, as Raina was just saying there, the guide is a little bit misleading. To be fair, I've got this digitally on my PlayStation 3. And unfortunately, it's part of my 1% club. It's probably a game that I won't get a platinum on. Because I've said this a few times. A lot of the Japanese games, whether that be Metal Gear Rising, Devil May Cry, things like that, Resident Evil, they obviously have these S ratings and stuff, and I've never really been good enough to get S ratings on things. So let me see. I've got a feeling that if I open this up, there's going to be some trophy where you've got to get an S rating on something. If not, I'm wrong, and I could technically go for it. Oh, okay, I'm wrong. Okay. Right, in my opinion, Rising was still very tough. It's not easy in the slightest. So there is S ranks. Okay. Playing games. you should and can get the plat. To be fair, like I say, did you manage to... Yes, we got the Arkham Asylum Platinum in the end, yes. Again, it's probably closer to a 7 or an 8, not a 10. You can run through the game with a rocket launcher and get S. Really? Okay. Okay. And I know, like, I after streaming Arkham Asylum and finally pushing through and persevering and getting the platinum, which I never thought I'd be able to do, I actually have a new outlook on games, and I actually were for the longest time, especially since making content, I was easing. Obviously, if you look at my list, there's a lot of 2 to 5 out of 10s. I'm actually thinking of challenging myself going forward. We're still doing the cleanups and stuff, but a lot of the cleanup games where I look at them and think they're like 8s, 7s, 6s, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll give them a miss. I actually want to try them now. I know Arkham's not the hardest. Yeah, I don't look at the difficulty a lot. Well, I do look at the difficulty and it does dictate it. But a lot of the time when I do it, because sometimes you see list guides and they're easy and I find them quite difficult. And then I see guides and trophies where they're difficult and I find them quite easy. So I do get, it's very person dependent. Which is leading me to like try things that I think would be a little bit more difficult. Yes, let's go. So when the PSN servers were down, I was doing Arkham Asylum's like a 5 out of 10. I was playing Ratchet and Clank, cleaning up the game that I never even started. So that's a whole nother thing. And I let the stream time out because after 10 minutes it times out. And it wouldn't then reconnect, and I had nothing else to play, and so I was like, I might as well just finish the Predator missions on Arkham Asylum, because I couldn't play Ratchet and Clank. Also, I am so annoyed. There is an AFK method to get the 1 million bolts in Ratchet and Clank, which I was going to do. I was going to do that. I've literally only got that left to do right now. But again, like I've just said, it times out after 10 minutes. Even if you're holding the button down to get the bolts to spin, it's not registering the button press, so you have to move. So every 10 minutes, I'm going to have to now, when I get chance, block out 6 hours and just keep moving the controller while it's doing the bolt thing. Whereas if I had it on the PS3, I could just tape the button down and leave it. Just a nightmare. S ranks on Resident Evil games, Frogs. You wouldn't need the rocket launcher. You could run through with a knife and Liam Fat. Well, we're going to try some Resident Evils as well. I need to clean up too, so that I might do that. So, as we just found out, it looks like we're going to be trying Metal Gear Rising at some point soon as well. Metal Gear Solid. See, I did not know there was a trophy list for Metal Gear Solid. I didn't even know you could actually get Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation. So, learn something new. Or is this Metal Gear Solid like a separate trophy for is it like the Solid Snake collection? Is it because you can buy, can't you get like the trilogy of games or a few of the games in one? Is that what that is? Or can you get this digitally? Because I don't think I've ever seen it on the store. Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty, absolute brilliant game. One of my favorite PS2 games, Metal Gear Solid 2. I enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 2 more than Metal Gear Solid 1. Hot take, maybe a hot take, but I enjoyed 2 more than 1. Frog, if you have the money, they sell an Xbox 360 Turbo controller extension that I use for games like Injustice when I need to span replay fights. Does an Xbox 360 controller work on the PlayStation? It is digital as well. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that then. They brought it out remastered collections 1 and 3. Right, okay. Oh, I was like, three. I thought it was like Xbox 360 controller on a PlayStation. Oh, you'll have to send me a link and I'll have a look. Snake Eater's your all-time favorite. Done it twice currently. Doing Delta. Do you know what I really liked? And a lot of people will probably hate me for it, but I had a blast playing it. Is what you've got there, Phantom Pain. I thought it was brilliant. I've heard that Metal Gear Solid Guns of the Patriots is an absolute horrible platinum to get. To the point where I played Metal Gear Solid 4 originally. Is Metal Gear Solid on? I don't think it's on my trophy list. Because... yeah, so it's not on my trophy list. I think I played it before trophies were added into the game. I'm sure trophies were added into it after, maybe. It is. You know what that is? It's. Isn't that every Metal Gear Solid? I know you just said you were doing Delta, so maybe Delta's the only one that's missing, but isn't that all of them? Because you've even got Metal Gear Rising there. Snake Eater's the best. No, he doesn't have... Isn't Survive the absolutely god-awful one? Yeah, isn't it like a zombie style mode that's just absolutely god awful? This can't have been made by the same people who made the original Gears of War, can it? It just can't. No same person would do Survive. Yeah, I can imagine. Metal Gear Solid Guns of Patriots, Phantom Pain, Peace Walker. What's that? Why is that a little controller in the image? Yo, Nautical was good. It's not a Khajiit. Yeah, I was going to say, definitely doesn't look like anything the studio would have made properly. Metro 2033 Redo, nice. Metro Awakening, nice. And Metro, that's every Metro, I think. Peace Walker was a PSP game. Very good game. Oh, okay. Mirror's Edge, nice. I was never a fan of, I've said a few times, first person parkour games just never appealed to me. Message me on PSN. When did you do it? And I'll have a look. My PSN, like my actual PlayStation, is just my YouTube name with an underscore. Mortal Shell. I don't think I've ever seen that. Watch now. There have been a trailer, but yeah, I've already watched. Let's say. Okay. Last night, I'll have a look. You're scouting for 5 out of 10s. Well, I'm looking through this list now. There's plenty you can have a look at. Moving Out 2. Nice. Only 15 hours, 3 out of 10. I was going to say, it looks like a Souls-like game. Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Storm 2, 3, 4, and 1. So all of them. Nice. I'm assuming these are fighting games. They normally are when it comes to anime stuff. Yeah, fighting game. Nice. Odd Ballers. That. You don't know you're gonna watch. To be fair, I started Bleach. Never picked it up after like 4 episodes. Not for any particular reason, really. Just one of those that just passed me. One Piece World Seeker. Nice. Outriders. Isn't Outriders... yeah, I remember it now. I thought the servers were shut down on him, so... Overcooked. Surely that's a game where you've got to play with more than one person in order to get the platinum. Paladins? Oh my god. Is that it? To be fair, that doesn't show unobtainable, so is the service still up for Paladins? Phasmophobia, 150 hours. Jesus. Isn't Phasmophobia... Is Phasmophobia the one where you play like a ghost hunter? Like a first-person one? Phineas and Ferb across the second dimension. Nice. Fogs. Oh, that was a game that I needed to play. Oh. Fogs. Plants vs. Zombies on the Vita. Okay. Power Wash Simulator. I honestly, that game just... I either want to rip me hair out or fall asleep. Yo, SDB with the gold coin. Thank you. I need to have a look online and see if there's a way to get an alert for gifts. I don't know why there isn't. But I appreciate that. Thank you. I play a lot of co-op games with 1-1. Oh, you play with 1-1 to hit? No way. Nice. Oh, so you both follow, but you didn't realize until the other day. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Power Wash Simulator 2. Now, I have heard that that is a little better than the original, but I don't think I've got it in me to try it in case I start it, hate it, and then have to power through. Yeah, Power Wash is definitely a 10 out of 10 because you need the mental fortitude of a god to not fall asleep. Power Wash 2's trophy list is much easier. Is it? Let's have a look. Own in the home base. Yeah. Equip an item, apply skin. I suppose 40 hours. How long is the... So you did this 20... Hold on. 23rd of October by the looks of it. I say it didn't take too long to get the platinum, like. He's the other sick person with all the Power Wash trophies. You did them together. Don't do it, it's ass. I sent you a link for the turbo extension. Just plug it into your PS5, put turbo on. Right, okay. Oh, thank you for that, Void. Got one trophy left for 100%, so props for doing 100 twice. Yeah. A lot of the DLC is going away as well, isn't it? So it's pretty much unobtainable to get the 100%. So you're playing Marvel Rivals. Those trophies are a tough one. Would say luck-based. Yes. So for Marvel Rivals, I still have... Maybe if I get enough people in stream with Marvel Rivals, we can throw a little private lobby together and get the trophies. Where's yeah, I've still got I still haven't played a match with a friend, so that one's an easy one. The Doctor Strange one, I should have really done that in the first week. Now everyone's expecting it, so you can't really do it. I have no idea how to play as Captain America. Nobody plays as Guardians of the Galaxy when you go as Rocket. Cloak and Dagger I could probably do. Magic, I have no idea how to use her. Spider-Man, refuse to use him. Penny Parker, that is a little bit of a difficult one. Adam Warlock, again, no one plays Guardians of the Galaxy when you go Adam. And Wolverine, I just don't know how to play. Well, I don't know if it's a private match, but there is a way to boost it. There is a way to boost it. Is it worth to let you rank plats if you only have 50? Yeah. Hi, Maz, there's some... Bradley the other day, I think he had like 60-ish. The whole point of my trophy reviews is not to like comment on ultra rares, difficult ones. Is basically to help the community either find a game that they might not have played, they want to play, show off games that not many people may be aware of. It's mainly a way of giving people ideas of what to play and stuff. So there's no limit. People, whether you've got 10 platinums or you've got 300 platinums, I'll go through them all. Prince of Persia, nice. PS3 classic. I've got that one, as I've also got Prison Break. But I actually have zero memory of playing that. You could put the game in front of me, and I'd have no idea what was going on. So how I've got the platinum for it, no idea. PUBG Battlegrounds. Is it why is it unobtainable? Right. I'm assuming then it's just PS5 servers that are up. Ratchet and Clank All for One. Apparently there's online trophies for that. Yeah, we look at milestones and stuff. Yeah, it's like it's more of a brainstorm for people. Like, people can come in and maybe get an idea of a game to play. Maybe like Jack is doing a 1 to 10 challenge. As I'm going through, you might see one and think, I know, well, I'm gonna add that to my list. There could be games in backlogs where there's just a whole. It's not to say, oh, your trophy list is good, your trophy list is bad. In my opinion, anyone that goes for trophies has my respect, because I know how difficult it can be. I go for a lot of easy ones or easy ones. And some people go for really difficult ones. That was your first ever one. You don't remember it. Right. Puss in Boots. PS3. Okay. Remnant 2. Remnant from the Ashes. I've never... Is it Remnant 2? I remember seeing something online. Doesn't like the starting area change every single time? Grime is easier. Let's go, SD. Yeah, it's more of an inspiration idea than a your list is good, bad sort of thing. My game just glitched and I jumped off a wall into salt. Resident Evil 3, only 15 hours, 3 out of 10. Okay, is there a reason it's easier than most other Resident Evils? Resident Evil 5, now that's a grind. On the PS4, I've got the original PS3, and going back, I just don't want to do it. The graphics are awful. We are doing Ryan Forber in the chat, SDB. Sorry for picking my nose, guys. It's just... something's tickling up there bad. I think it's my mustache. Resident Evil 6, as someone put, probably it's a really bad Resident Evil game, but it's actually not a bad game. Short story has great dodge mechanic. Okay. Love your channel. I appreciate that, Hi. I appreciate that. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. And the goat Jill helps you through it. Obviously, Jill makes it easier. Resident Evil 3 is the hardest for me because it pisses me off. I hate it. Why on the PS5 trophy area of the console does it show other PS3 titles? What? I don't get what you mean. Why on the PS5 trophy area of the console doesn't show others PS3 titles? Do you mean like when you're comparing? Resident Evil 3 is top 5 in your opinion. Fair enough. Resident Evil Biohazard, as I've said, that Village and Biohazard, I've never played a first-person Resident Evil, but we did buy them when they were on sale, so we're probably going to pick them up at some point, and try them at some point. My PS3, do you know what? I've never noticed that. Is that anyone know? Is that a setting that you need to change? Reverie. Have a look at that. 3 out of 10, 5 hours. Never heard of it. Don't know what the icon is. I started Resident Evil 2 and just the zombie sponged my bullets, and there was like 10 of them coming. Resident Evil 6 is better than Resident Evil. Really? Oh, I'm sure there'll be some people in chat that disagree with that one. DLCs are so much fun. They rival Resident Evil 8's first half of the story. Really? Okay. Okay. Reverie, Sweet As Edition. Oh. 5-hour platinum? That looks alright. I could go in the list. That's gone in the list. 2 is better than 4. Is better than 1. Better than 7. Have you played Demon Souls? I've never played Demon Souls, no. You don't like Steroid Incarnate, Chris. Rocket League. Obviously, you can cheese that. I didn't realize there is an unobtainable trophy in it, though, because the trading is now shut down or something. Gifted Turnip Boy is now one of my favorite games. It shocked me how good it was. Oh, Turnip Boy, saying my name and then I was like, what's Gifted Turnip Boy? That's the Turnip Boy, the tax thing, isn't it? I'll throw that in as well. Sackboy, A Big Adventure. As I always say, Sackboy walked so Astrobot could run. It's not unobtainable. All right, okay. Game I would never do again. Detroit Become Human. You can still get it. They took that trophy away. All right, okay. Sea of Thieves. 294 trophies. That, I'm so glad I never started that. And it's a good job you pointed that out to me in the chat, because I would have probably booted that up randomly one day and that thing would have sat there forever. Now it doesn't need to. Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. Nice. Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Sly 2 and Sly 1 on the Vita. You should maybe go for Sly 1 on the PlayStation. There's like 2 versions of it now. I can't believe you didn't. I can't believe you don't like LA Noire. Mustache. Where the wins meet because they're starting the DLC trophies now. God damn. Yo, Snake, what's good? What's good? What's good? Sniper Elite 5. Nice. Sniper, I've never played any of the other ones, but Sniper Elite Resistance, I remember the newest one. I remember being, well, it was a brilliant game. Sonic Generations, nice. Sonic Unleashed, 9 out of 10, 65 hours. I remember playing that. That's the one where Sonic is turns into like a werewolf. Yeah, I thought it was really bad to play at the time. Sea of Thieves is amazing, but a grind. Yeah, that's probably what it would be. It would be the grind that did it for me, not the game. Sonic Shadow Generations. Nice. South Park Snow Day and South Park Stick of Truth. From what I remember, I've said this a couple times. I think one of them was the original game that came out, which I think is Stick of Truth, was bugged, so I never tried it to start with. Sonic Unleashed, nice one. Yeah, it looks like a difficult one. Spec Ops: The Line, absolute amazing game. I've got it on my shelf back there. I do plan on playing it at some point soon. It is part of the backlog cleanup. It's just I think I'm going to have to spend all day playing that, to be honest with you. Yeah, with the guide, it's 3 out of 10. It's so easy. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Nice. Spy Hunter. What the hell's that? I'm assuming it's that. Yo, Pandemonium was good. Spyro, all 3 of them. I say this a few times when you see people with just one of them. Like you buy Spyro, you get all 3 of them. They're all sub 10-hour platinums. If you're gonna get one, you might as well get all 3. Battlefront 2, absolute banger. Loved it. But I'm just that bad. I'll never get the platinum. I'm not Battlefield style Battlefront games. Never really one that I'd end up platinuming, really. Star Wars Dark Forces Remaster, done in 1 day, 23 hours. No guide for that. I'm assuming that you don't really need one. Tearaway, nice. Tear down. What's that? Oh. Oh, it's just like knocking stuff down. What's that? The 30-hour platinum. Callisto Protocol, 10 hours. Nice. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Nice. If I remember rightly, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, you don't even need to complete the game. You just have to join like all the factions, don't you? Join, reach, like rank, reach a rank, complete, reach. Like a lot of them are just like didn't even know that they brought the DLC out with it. What's Callisto Protocol? Let's have a look. I'm assuming based on the music and what I can hear so far, it's a horror game.
Hey, wait!
Where do you think you're going?
The glitch. Horror game made by some of the same. I was going to say, it looks like Dead Space. Nowhere near as good. All right, okay. Honestly, Void, I think when people say it's one of the best stories ever told, I think it depends on if you do what thing you were saying. If you follow the trophy guide, it ruins the story, in my opinion. It doesn't ruin the story, but it makes the story a little bit less, in my opinion. Playing that blind and experiencing all of the twists and the turns and everything unfolding as it's intended, that's what makes the story good. But if you're doing it as from a trophy hunting perspective, following the guide, yes, the story isn't too great. Sandra said, This game's combat is mid and repetitive. All right, okay. Every single enemy can be killed in the same way. Okay, and then we've got back to the list. We've got Elder Scrolls Skyrim, 125 hours. From what I've heard, this platinum trophy is essentially similar to Death Stranding. It's like go here, drop something off, go here, drop something off, go here, pick something up, go here, drop something off. I've never played it, so I don't know. DLC's a hard part with the permadeath. All right, okay. Evil Within and Evil Within 2. Nice. 9 out of 10, 50 hours. 8 out of 10, 45 hours. Some grinding going on there. Last of Us. Nice. That's the original as well. The actual, with all the online stuff now unobtainable. Sims 4. Nice. If anyone wants a quick and easy platinum, you can cheese that with downloading families. Nah, Skyrim is goated. Really? The Witcher looks good, but I'm terrified of the miss. Honestly, I procrastinated so much with the missables. There's only a couple of them. And to be honest, if you read the guide, there is a step that's quite misleading in the full crew trophy, which is the main missable one. The guide isn't very clear and doesn't make it very clear. So without giving away spoilers, you can sort of, there's a section where you need to make a decision between one woman or the other, and choosing one woman or the other can stop them from coming. It's hard to explain, but the guide is wrong. Yeah, something like that with Skyrim. It doesn't take that long. Not gonna lie, the whole thing was right. Okay. I respect everyone that have the Witcher plat, because like Jack, I'm terrified of the missables. Yeah, I was for the longest time, but you just get over it. Once you, like say, with the guide is wrong on the trophy guide. You're reading the Witcher books now. Let's go. Can you reload? Yeah, that's another thing. You making plenty of saves, you'll be fine. I had about 15 different saves, like 2 for each certain section, like 2 for like certain sections, so that if I needed to go back, I could. You would redo Skyrim again. You can get Skyrim on the PS4 and that, I think. Where is it? I'm sure you can get it on the PS4. We are doing 2 lists today, Commander. Then we've got The Surge, which is like a Souls-like game, from what I remember. It's like a robot Souls-like. Probably the best way to put it. Yo, legit, what's good? Oh, you already have the PS3 and PS4. That makes sense then. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, absolute banger. One of probably my favorite platinum, just because of the amount of time I spent in that world and things that you can do in it. And then we've got Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'm not sure if it's Wildlands or the other one, but there's rumors of a 4K 60 FPS re-release of this with like an extra mission. So for the PS5, so that's been rumored, or there was a rumor that I seen about that. Rainbow Six Siege, you absolute demon. Absolute demon. Then we've got Splinter Cell. Nice. I've got that back there ready to come off the backlog, as well as the others. You've got, so it looks like you did the HD trilogy, which is what I've got as well. Blacklist. Now unobtainable, but you've got the platinum. Beautiful. The weird interview with the Resident Evil director, I think it was on IGN. Yeah, he basically saying I'm making the film I want to make, and I wanted to make a horror. I wanted to make a horror film in the snow, so I'm doing it. It's an awful game to plat. Really? To be fair though, I wouldn't mind playing it with the new release, like The Division. I went back and tried to start cleaning that up, and I had no idea what was going on, and two, I was either I kept being like demolished by people, so like I was clearly underleveled, or I was in the wrong area. Got PTSD from quit it. Sandra's done a video on Wildlands and it looked miserable. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that then. Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Nice. Tune it. Nice. Yo, Crack was good. Welcome in. Welcome in. How we doing? How we doing? Ty the Tasmanian Tiger and Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2. They are essentially Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, just mascot platformers. Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, nice. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. I'm assuming, is Legacy of Thieves Collection all of the Uncharted's in one? Or is it its own separate game with just a ton of DLC? Yeah, it looks like a ton of DLC. No, he said he loves Resident Evil 4, and another viewer said the interview started liking the merchant and saying loads of lines. Poor director was so confused. He had to roleplay. No way. Undertale. Yeah, I've given my opinion on that. It's a bit. I don't get the hype over it. Warhammer Space Marine 2. I should have known you'd have new Colossus with the Mind Leap and all the other difficult trophies you've got. Wolfenstein New Order, nice. Wolfenstein Old Blood, beautiful. Worms, what a game. I've not played Worms in absolute years. And then you did say you'd like a Yakuza game, so we've got Yakuza 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, Kiwami 2, and Like a Dragon. All of them, that's what? 250. Like 400 hours worth of platinums. Oh, also, has anyone's the strangest thing happened? I was driving back from the gym the other day, and there's a bridge. So I go to a gym that is across a bridge. It's in the next town over. And I was driving back over from the gym to home, and it said this bridge is closed from Friday to Sunday. And I was like, oh, wonder what it is. Comes to yesterday, when they started filming, and it's the new Batman. So if you watch the new Batman 2, it's currently filming right now. There is a bridge section with a bit of a chase and stuff. That bridge is the bridge that crosses it crosses into and takes you into my town. Funnily enough. So keep an eye out for that when it comes. Then we got Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, Link Evolution, and the Zombie Army Trilogy. Yeah, that is cool, innit? I was like, wait, let's go. If you go on TikTok and just search the Batman 2, you'll see probably every Tom, Dick, and Harry that lives in the area has got the phone out uploading stuff to TikTok, so nothing's getting kept a secret. You're in Liverpool. Oh, you're in Liverpool. Nice. I'm obviously just outside of Liverpool. The Silver Jubilee. If you search the Silver Jubilee Bridge, that's the bridge they're filming on. Will your Joker cosplay make it into the Batman Part 2? Yeah, well, we'll have to see that. I'm from Crewe originally. Had no clue. Yeah. It's not far from there. But yeah, that's exactly where they're filming the Batman 2. Yo, Brandon, what's good? You ever watched the Nola Holmes? That was filmed with yeah, I've watched the Nola Holmes. I've not watched the third one. I watched the first two. I loved them. I thought they were really good. I love Henry Cavill though. Anything he's in, and I'll watch it. Like, account highlights are Metal Gear, Metro, Mirror's Edge. See, I'm not the Mirror's Edge, but that's just my personal preference because I don't like first person parkour. The rest though, yeah. Yeah. That's the bridge. I live in the town just before Runcorn. Just past the bridge. Nice. Yeah, I'm from Widnes, so we can take it. Doesn't know what he's saying. Oh, talking about Resident Evil. Okay, and then right, so that's the list. Let's have a look at his milestones. I always like to see the milestones. So first trophy he started collecting 15 years ago with Dead Rising 2. His first platinum, as he said earlier, is Ratchet and Clank All for One. 10th platinum at 10 is Peace Walker. 20th, The Last of Us. 30th, Dark Souls 3. 40th, The Witcher 3. 50th, Spyro 2. 75th, Remnant from the Ashes. 100th, Yakuza 5. Fastest platinum, Fall Guys. That was the auto pop that we were aware of. GTA San Andreas. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. 175 is Crysis 2. And his latest platinum is Uncharted Legacy Thieves. Now, honestly, I always like some stalwarts, some absolute, like, big games as milestones. And to be honest, pretty much all of them, there you've got The Witcher, Last of Us, Metal Gear Solid, Ratchet and Clank, Spyro. Some absolute hitters there in the milestones. Then he's got 157 ultra rare trophies. Let's see how many of them are platinum. 30 ultra rare platinums. Nice. Sonic Unleashed, Paladins, PUBG, Metro, Insurgency Sandstorm. Nice. Beat Saber. Some absolute. That's probably the most ultra rare platinums I've seen so far. I think 30 is the highest in the list. Like, yo, Ellis was good. Wolfenstein 2 isn't as hard as people make out. It's still tough, but it's doable. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I just can't get behind the first-person parkour nature of it. That's the thing with me, with Mirror Edge. But that is an absolute banger of a list. Thank you for providing your list there, Ryan, and becoming a member, which bumped you up to get that list done sooner than usual. But yeah, there we go, guys. If you do enjoy this video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Right, that was for the recording, so just... how many hidden? Can you see the hidden? Can you see the hidden trophies? I don't think you could. I'm not sure. I was saying earlier, I need to get prepared for the 30 platinums. You guys, obviously, before we go off stream, you guys are going to be picking the first game that we go for tomorrow in the 30 platinums in 30 days. Top left. That. In 385 from the trophy profile, all stats are being adjusted. It doesn't. How'd you actually see the hidden ones then? No worries, no worries. But yeah, so we're going to be doing another list, and then I'm going to give you guys like two or three games to choose from, and you're going to pick the first one that we do. Just the main game, but that alone was enough for me to start at 14 years for a play. Let's go, let's go. Damn, that's a lot. Didn't even know. I did not know that button was there. Right, I'm just going to go and grab a drink, so I will be back in a second, guys, and we will get going with the next review. Oh, wrong one. That one.
Yo.
Yo.
Gifted sub. Appreciate the gifted sub. Let's go.
Just as I'm going for a drink. What the hell?
Yo. Appreciate the gifted sub. Appreciate the gifted
Yo,
sub.
Jack with another gifted member. Thank you, my man. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. W's in the chat for Jack again. W's in the chat. Right, I'll be, like I say, I'll be back in 1 second. I'll just go for a drink. Excuse me. And we're back. Right, let me just get all this set up. So in love with you. Chop down. Yeah. Right. Frog, South Park Stick of Truth can be done in like 4 hours if you watch a guide. Really? You lying to me? You yanking me chain? How many tattoos? Depends. So, obviously, I've got that. So we got that there. Is even though it's all one, it's not. So like that was done first. Well, there's that, and then we've got that there, like little Assassin's Creed logo there. So like that was done first. Then I moved around and did that. But then I already had see the tribal thing there. So that bit there was one section, and I did a bit there, and then there's a bit on my shoulder, and then I've got this one, which is all one, just up the arm. So they're all in like sections, even though they're one. Yeah, send me the guide, definitely. A couple of free games with platinums, nice. Got an Assassin's Creed leg sleeve, lice. Mine's just the logo. It's actually the Valhalla logo, just because I like the stone axe look of it. The other bit is it's a phoenix holding a 3-star Dragon Ball, but you can't really see that in the camera. But that's what it is. With the date that I got clean or sober or whatever you want to call it. No Ellis, which is why we're probably not going streaming as late as usual. Mind you, to be fair, there's 250 trophies, so we probably could be here a little while. But the plan is, you lot are going, stream chat is going to pick the first game, and then I've got to whittle down 140 games down to about 70 games, 60, 65, 70, and then what we're going to do is take the whole choice out of it is we're going to be spinning a wheel. So every time we finish a platinum, we will open up the wheel, spin it, and whatever it lands on is what we play. That's probably the best way to do it, but I have to whittle those games down, work out which ones are part of the PlayStation Plus, which ones I've got to pay for. I don't mind buying some of the games, but I'm not paying like 50 quid for a 2-hour platinum. Do you know what I mean? So I need to do a bit of research as to what we need, what I need, what I don't need. What you reckon is your max hour for each game to be viable? So the days that I'm on dialysis, I want to stick to about a 5-hour plat, 6-hour plat at most. The days that I'm off dialysis, I reckon I could probably do a 12-hour platinum. I think that would, and then obviously sprinkle it in with like the odd 1.5, 2-hour platinums should be easy. the way that I see it is if the long 10 to 12 hour ones, obviously I'll be playing most of the day and maybe into the next day. But the days I'm on dialysis, obviously I'm limited for time. So it'll be a matter of like having less time available. It's mainly just the pricing of them. Like I say, I'm not paying 40 quid for a game where the platinum's only like 4 hours and I'm done. Don't mind paying 10, 12, even 20 quid for a platinum that's relatively quick. Anything over that. So that's what I'm whittling down basically is mainly the price and stuff like that. Definitely do Stray. That is one of them that's in that list. I'll just do 130 games in 30 days. Still a catchy title, it is. Hey, if we get more than 30, we get more than 30. Right, let's set that up. Set it up. Set it up. Okay, so this one is Tasha XD. They have 250 platinums. They've played 412 games and completed 238 of them. They have a 78.78% completion rate. Nice, 7878. And they get just over 2.5 trophies a day with 2.79. They are currently number 66 in the country, which is Argentina. Okay. So, first game we've got is 36 Fragments of Midnight. Now, apparently, according to someone in chat they vented the other day in the Discord, it is not an hour. I've done unpacking already. I could maybe throw it in and do like a PS4 stacking because I did it on the PS5 maybe. Then we've got Aegis of Earth. No idea what that is. So as you know, if we don't know the name of the game or the look of the trophy, then we will pull it up.
Them and switch them up with a bonus for vertically aligning.
Okay, that's a strange one. Fair enough. 3 out of 10, 40 hours. Nice. Alan Wake. Beautiful. Alan Wake Remastered, sorry. Nice. Angry Birds Star Wars. I've got that on the PS3. I can't find it anywhere to buy because I actually want to get I actually want to get it now. First game is Shovelware. Is 36 Fragments? I've been told that it's not a Shovelware. But again, like I say, I've never played it, so I wouldn't know. Aegis is excellent. Nice. There's Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley for 20. That's basically a 5-hour plat. I'll put it in the list. Look. It's not Shovelware, it's just a small game, right? Arslan, the Warriors of Legend. Nice. Asphalt Injection. I always say this. Asphalt started. It's like a mobile game. Crazy. You say you want Angry Birds, Star Wars, PS3. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to get a copy of it, but just not been able to see it anywhere. £4 TX. Really? Every time I've checked, it's not been in stock. £4, yeah, you're right. And it's in stock. Delivery, have they got one close to me? Yeah, I'd have to deliver it. Okay, that could be one I could throw in the backlog. DM me in Discord if you want, and I'll send you the link. Has gameplay, not shovelware in my opinion, just short, fairly easy. Okay. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, PS4, nice. Assassin's Creed Chronicles, that's the side-scrolling Assassin's Creed, isn't it? Because they do there's one where it's like Japan. Russia. No, China, Russia, and somewhere else. Yeah, see, it's nice to see that there's a selection. I've not played. I keep meaning to buy a Vita. Maybe I'll buy. I get paid in the middle of the 30 platinums in 30 days. Maybe I'll pick one up and we'll throw. Anyone know any quick, easy sub 10-hour platinums on the Vita? Assassin's Creed 2, nice. Liberation on the Vita, nice. Odyssey, Origins, Revelations, that's almost all of the Assassin's Creed. There's no, Revelations, no 3 or 4, but everything else is there. Attack on Titan, again, nice. Axiom Verge, nice. And Axiom Verge 2. Someone put that this was on the PS3, it went off sale in America or something in the Discord today. China, Russia, India, that was it. I didn't even know that that was a game that was available. I don't think I've ever seen that gameplay on it either. Batman Arkham Knight, nice. Looks like they didn't do all the racing DLCs. No, don't yet. So you can check that out, RB, but wait till December. Because December, Attack on Titan 3 is coming out, which is essentially the whole story. So Attack on Titan and Attack on Titan 2 are obviously only parts of the story. I don't know where it stops, but it's only part of the story. Attack on Titan 3 that's releasing this Christmas is the whole Attack on Titan story from beginning to end. So I would wait until that comes out if you're going to try it, because that's what I'm going to be doing. The racing sucked, but those community challenge packs were so fun. Yeah, they were. But I loved Arkham Knight. I think Arkham Knight was such a good game with, like, you could get with all the skins, all the cars and stuff. While the gameplay did linger too much on the tank missions and relied too much on the tank, in my opinion, just a little bit too much. The fact that you could drive around in different Batmobiles for the DLC, have so many different Batman skins, I thought was amazing. It's all, yeah, so it's yeah, Attack on Titan 3 that's coming out at Christmas is all 4 seasons, including like the rumbling and stuff. Yo, Jack, welcome back. Welcome back. Arkham Knight 100% is always impressive. Yeah, I would say it is. Ben 10 Galactic Racing, nice. Oh, Berserk and Band of the Hawk. Yeah, absolute aura.
If there was ever an anime or manga that was ripe for a Dynasty Warriors game treatment, it's Berserk. The legendary 100 Manslayer's gruesome story translates well into an action game about hack-and-slash gameplay. Like, discovered that the same simple strategy works just as well against most bosses.
Get this, I've just got a comment. Actually, what I don't get, I got a comment 9 months ago on me 30 platinum. Funny we should talk about it. We put 30 platinums in 30 days. But someone's just commented 40 minutes ago to a reply that someone put. Listen to this. So this is a 30 platinums in 30 days. So obviously it's a challenge to get as many platinums as you can in 30 days. Obviously, you all know that. So the comment was, yawn. Only watched 7 minutes and got bored at all the boring kid games. How about playing an actual good list of games and not games where it's easy as fuck to get the platinums or trophies? Also, that's why us Xbox achievement hunters are always the better players, but we play the good games and have to get the full 100% to even have ours completed. And then someone replied 44 minutes ago going, holy self-glaze. What a comment. I don't know why I never got notified about that originally when it popped. Oh my god. What an absolute melon. First time rage baiting, I know. Like, if I don't get the play again. It's similar with the console wars. I don't get it. I've had an Xbox. I've had a PlayStation. I would quite easily get an Xbox and do achievement hunting as well as PlayStation trophy hunting. Problem is, I already have a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4, a PlayStation 5, and a Nintendo Switch all hooked up, like, so that I can capture the content. Trying to plug in an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One that plays 360 is just another capture card. It's another plug. It's another HDMI. So I don't get why people are like, I'm better than you because I get achievements, and I'm better than you. Can I get trophies? It baffles the shit out of me, that sort of mentality. Yeah. I don't know. It's mainly, I'm thinking, like, he does realize that there's not a chance. There's not a chance I'm getting 30 platinums in 30 days if I'm doing Batman Arkham Knight, Beyond Two Souls, Bloodborne, Borderlands 2. Like, you would literally have to not eat, sleep, shit, breathe. Like, you wouldn't be able to do anything. So, of course, you're going to have quick, relatively easy games. And those quick, relatively easy games just so happen to be child games. Don't know why. Because kids can't play difficult games. So they can't get difficult platinums. It just baffles me. They've won something. Yeah, I just don't get the thingy. Anyway, my rant and yap over. Beyond Two Souls, nice. I don't think I've ever played that. Could be wrong, but I don't think I've ever played that. Bloodborne, again, anyone with a Souls-like, absolute banger. Borderlands 2, 3, pre-sequel, nice. No Borderlands 1, though. Strange. Call of Duty Declassified. As Raina was saying, there's so many Vita games here. Then we've got Chasm. What's that?
What if you could play Castlevania over and over?
This is probably the most Vita-heavy list I've seen so far, which is great. It's nice to see something new.
Every new game has its own unique randomized map, and while its RPG elements and awesome enemy variety,
That looks alright actually. 15-hour plat. Bloodborne DLC has been forsaken. Oh, they avoided the is that what it is? Is 85%? Is the other 15% DLC? But then doing things like Gears of War, where you have to get to level 100, restart over, re-up again. The whole thing is a baseline achievement before they added it. Yeah. Claire, nice. Code Vein. Polar Guardians. Right, so let's have a look. So we've got, let me just get this notepad up. We've got Claire. So Claire's probably going to be one of the options. Polar Guardians is another. So far. Just for use to pick which game we start with. Because I know they're in the list. Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars. Again, another Vita game. Let's have a look. Rip the Old Hunters. Yeah. DLC and Bloodborne is next level 2. Really? Oh. So, to be fair, the profile name does say anime and all things gaming. So, a lot of these games make sense. Looks like a... Oh. Giving me Persona vibes. Giving Persona. Control, nice. Cyberpunk, absolute demon. Danganronpa 2. Again, on another Vita game. Yeah, safe to say this person definitely got their money's worth out of the Vita. You'd love Turnip Boy. It's in the list, so with a bit of luck, we'll get it. We'll get it done.
I guess that's how I should think about it.
Yeah, it looks like a visual novel, that one. And then obviously you got Danganronpa, another episode. And Trigger Happy Havoc, all Vitas. First game, Binding of Isaac, yeah. Dark Rose Valkyrie, nice. Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls Remastered. Again, as someone pointed out, it's the PS4, it's the remastered, not the original. We'll have to see if the original is unobtainable somehow. I've not decided yet. It's like when I get lower down, I'll decide what we're doing. Decide what I'm doing. Darksiders 3, nice. Gamer 1998, what the hell's that?
Yo, appreciate the gifted sub. Appreciate the gifted sub.
Yo,
Let's
Jack with the
go.
5 gifted members. What are we saying?
Yo, appreciate the gifted sub.
Appreciate the gifted sub.
Let's go.
If you are in the chat and you did receive one of those gifted members, please do thank Jack. That's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. That's 14 gifted members in the last week alone. 14 gifted members in this last week alone. Jack, you absolute team. I need to fix this. I don't know why it gives the gifted notification and then gives the gifted notification for every member after that. Don't know why. But massive W for Jack. 14 gifted members on the week. That is absolute banger. Absolute banger. I appreciate you, my man. You absolute legend. So we've got gifted members for... We've got Raina got a gifted member. Commander Freckles got a gifted member. Mr. Leaning got a gifted member. Crazy Mango, 4 Kings. W's chat. W. Yeah, Jack needs to he does need to be a full-time he needs to be a Hall of Famer. W's, man. W's. Like I said, Jack, I massively appreciate it. 14 members on this week alone. Absolutely killing it. He does do some great trophy. I don't know if he's been in stream, but he's commented on a few of the videos. So I know that he does watch the content. But no, I watch his stuff as well. Absolute brilliant content. Yeah, 14. So hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 1, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, no, sorry. 16. 16 gifted subs. So you've got 7 today. And then you did 9 on... I want to say that was last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday. No, it says 7 days ago. But I'm sure that was the other day when we did Batman Arkham. But yeah, 16. Yeah, his backlog series, it's kind of one of the inspirations for me doing my own backlog series. Him and Twicer. Sometimes I do 100%, but in terms of content, like there'll be stuff that I do offline just to myself, but like in terms of content, unless it's a video about games that don't have platinums, then I normally just do the platinums. But yeah, 16 on the week. Sorry, I miscounted. 16 for the week. Absolute legend, Jack. Yeah, he hasn't done a backlog in ages, but that was who. So don't be saying that, Jack. I appreciate you don't need to. I appreciate the ones that you've already given. That's fine. I appreciate it. Yeah. So twice, he was that. Like I say, he's just one of the inspirations for me getting it. I always watch Scooty 100% Simulators. He's funny and cool. Like this stream. Let's go. What's his name? Scooty. All right. Okay. I'll throw that over there. I'll watch some of his stuff later while I'm messing about. Okay, back to the list. Then we've got Dead Nation. Nice. Dead Stranding. Again, obviously, I said this before.
Yo, appreciate the gifted sub. Appreciate the gifted sub. Let's go.
I wasn't saying that you'd give 16 in order to...
Yo,
Jack, you absolute
appreciate the gifted
beast.
sub. Let's go.
5 gifted members. We've got Bill's Nerdyverse, YouTube Detective, Zelda Cakes, Diego Platinos, and Wild Flame, all with gifted members to the channel.
Yo, appreciate
W. Who's the gifted sub? I'm
Let's
gonna have to fix this.
go.
I really, if people are gonna carry on gifting, I'm gonna have to fix this.
Yo, appreciate the gifted sub. Appreciate
The gifted sub.
Let's go. Yo, appreciate the gifted sub.
Sub.
Appreciate
The gifted sub.
Let's go.
And we're done. Then we've got Death's Door. Nice. I've seen that a few times. I have watched it. Demon Glaze Global Edition. I have a feeling this isn't. What is it? Is it something with Vita games? A lot of them being Japanese anime style games. Is it just the developers that maybe there was a lot more developers doing it? I don't know. It seems to be that majority of Vita games are similar. Okay. Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. Nice. Detroit Become Human. Another one of those games that just passed me by when I thought I was some sort of Call of Duty demon. I should really give it a go because I loved Heavy Rain. I don't know why I've never picked this up. I used to put more into it for sure. It was abandoned by the US. UK. Oh, Asia. I completely can't. I really can't read. Definitely, yeah. That's for sure. Need to clean up Death Stranding, but I don't want to keep ziplining back and forth. Yeah, exactly. How many subs do you have altogether now? So we have. So we have 54 members now. We were on 41 members as of the beginning of the stream. And you've gifted 12 subs, 12 members, and Pino's gifted 1. So we're on 41, 51, 52, 54 members for the channel. The highest member count I've ever had and probably will ever have. So I appreciate everyone. Jack has been a massive chunk of those members. So I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Vita had a large proportion of users in Japan than home consoles. It was more convenient, I guess. That makes sense as well. If you think Switch is obviously the Nintendo Switch is massive, so it doesn't surprise me that back then the Vita was also just as popular, especially in Japan and areas like that. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I'd just seen Raina said that the Deus Ex is very fun. I played. I think there's two Deus Ex games. I played the first one. It's like Mankind Divided and Mankind something else. But I played one of them on the Xbox. No, no, I appreciate it, Jacket. It's massive. You're an absolute demon. Dex? What's that?
What is happening? Isn't that a problem?
Nothing but net runners and cyberpunk.
Human Revolution, that was it. Mankind Divided and Human Revolution. I knew it was something. Then we've got Diablo 4, 8 out of 10, 150 hours. How? Doom, nice. Doom 3. I always remember that on the PC. It was such a good game, but it was such a dark game. Dragon Age Inquisition. Again, another franchise I've never played, Dragon Age. Never picked it up. Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Z. Nice. Then we've got Kakarot, as explained earlier. And I really love that game. Getting hype. Oh, yes, let's go. We are, yeah, those 30 platinums in 30 days. Well, it's here tomorrow. 100% Dragon's Crown, very rare. That game has a lot of booba. Yeah, it was terrifying when it first came out. Go back to it now, though, it's not. But it was then. Dragon's Crown, I've not heard of that. Is when you say Rainer, do you mean is it a rare game or is it a rare platinum? Doing one plat, but the hardest difficulty on co-op is rough. Yeah. Also, both. Not many people have the game or the platinum. I like the art style. Yes. Well, so it'll be on my. So it'll be the birthday stream that the giveaway is. So I don't know what it's gonna be just yet. I just don't know. But I've got 30 days to work it out. But yeah, we'll be doing a giveaway. So my birthday stream is gonna be like forfeit. So for every gifted member or for every member, there'll be a spin of a wheel with a with like a forfeit. Like one of them will be like platinum a shovelware game. The other one will be like shave my face, just leaving a mustache. There's a bunch of things. One that's going to eat time away because the aim is to have just one platinum left on the 30th day, which is my birthday stream. So the aim is to try and make it so that I don't get it, because then if I don't get it, I then have to spin a wheel and it'll be games like Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac, Downwell, Jump King, Hollow Knight, like games that Cuphead, just games that are really difficult. Yeah, so for every member, every gifted member, I've not checked egging on, but it's on the list, so I will check through it. But yeah, so that's the plan. So that's the plan. But then obviously throughout the day, I'm going to be doing some giveaways, but I don't know what those giveaways are going to be. Any suggestions, any ideas? By all means, DM me in Discord or put them in the general chat. Dress up as Batman for an entire stream, like yeah, yeah, or bloody hell. Sorry, guys. So Dragon's Crown. So according to Rainer, that is a very rare platinum. Like I say, the art style is very beautiful. I really like it. So Dungeon Hunter Alliance. Again. Beta game. No games for a month if you fail. Yeah. Do a month of trophy reviews instead. A disk drive gift in protest of Sony. Yeah. Dungeon Hunter. Ubisoft. No, unfortunately, not a fan of top down. Dying Light. Nice. Dying Light 2. Dying Reborn. That. Horror game? Yep, no thank you. No thank you. Elden Ring, nice. Ender Lilies, Quest of the Night, nice. Emergency Invasion. Evil Dead, 4 out of 10. Is Evil Dead one of those, people call them asymmetric ones, where it's like 4v1? Needs to be rage-inducing.
Soon we will manage to close the bridge.
Oh, it's just a co-op game by the looks of it. Evil West, nice. Exist Archive, nice. Fallout 4, not probably the worst Fallout of the 3 that you can play. Technically 4, but that's a multiplayer. That and by itself, from what I've heard, is not great. I refuse to play it because it's a. I refuse to play it because it's a multiplayer game. Forfeit should be you have to try a food you hate on stream. There isn't anything like I overly hate, though. I'd eat most things. It's a Dead by Daylight clone. Oh, so it is like one of those 4v1 games. You should totally have a counter challenge in line if you were to fail. So, hot chip challenge, anything spice related, due to my health, I would not chance. Yeah, I wouldn't chance it. But yeah, the one chip challenge will never get done just because try to drink a jar of pickle juice. I pick beetroot. Oh yeah, beetroot's disgusting. But we've got 30 days. We've got obviously 30 days to throw these stuff in. But yeah, one chip challenge is out of the question because I have a feeling that my overall general immunocompromised health would probably put me in hospital, which I'm not too fond of. I've already been in twice this year. I'd rather keep it to maybe only one more time. Eat some natto. If you don't mind me asking, what's natto? Drink a gallon of KFC gravy, see what happens. I know what happens. It's called a heart attack, my man. Then Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5, Far Cry 6, Primal, New Dawn. Nice selection of Far Cry games. Fate Extella Link. Have a look. Fermented soybeans, a Japanese classic. Really? Oh, a good forfeit. You have to do a retro achievement challenge. To be fair, I have looked on the retro achievements website and there are some stupidly complex, difficult trophies because they're user generated and not like from the developer. Some people just go like stupidly ridiculous. Eat that fermented fish that they haven't. No, that is never happening, RB. Why does Tadeo Jones install on Vita as Tad Stoned? Tad Stones. Really? We should keep it trophy related, so you should do a 10 out of 10 game. The forfeit is going to be a difficult game. But I'm more thinking of the forfeits for the gifted members. Sir Strumming, yeah, that's never happening. But yeah, like, so the thing is when people become a member on my birthday, or they gift members, we're going to do a wheel of, like I say, the aim is for that wheel is to do something that'll take up some time, chew up some time to make it harder for me to get that platinum. So, got to pursue with Elden Ring. Yes. So, like I say, I do think giving Elden Ring a go after the 30 platinums in 30 days is definitely on the cards. After, like I said, after the trying the Arkham Asylum. Crypt Injustice Super Meat Boy Dead by Daylight. Okay. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. Nice. Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Nice. Final Fantasy 10. Apparently, that's probably one that has been what people say is the best Final Fantasy. Have to do a shot. Yeah. Final Fantasy. Is that 15? Forma 8. What's that? Forma 8.
When done right, Metroidvania games are one of my favorite genres, and then there's a new game out on the PlayStation 4 called Forma.
He's widowy doing the gwitty. He's widowy doing the gwitty.
Entered ends up being. In pretty typical Metroidvania fashion, you'll start off with really nothing.
Freedom Wars again, another Vita game. Hey, look, that's me. I would agree that 10 is the best, but only 7's come close for me. Yeah, those jelly beans that can eat. Yes, I'm getting some of those, Vizey. I am planning on buying some of those. Like I say, there's just going to be a few things. We're going to do some Bean Boozled. There's just a bunch that we're going to do. By the way, new song went live, taking the mick out of the way America are recently. Confidence intelligence is low. Yeah, the Bean Boozled mentioned earlier. Yeah, so I'll be doing that. So, like, if someone gifts a member, we spin the wheel for the jelly bean and take a guess. Like I say, one of them will be, I'm going to shave and just leave a mustache. One of them will be, I'll let someone pick a word to write on the top of my forehead. Not TOS. Not TOS. So as long as it stays within TOS, then yeah. Let's have a Freedom Wars. Again, another anime style, yeah.
Operation, where your character has lost their memories and a mysterious individual named Ares M appears to tease a pivotal event. It's back to square one.
Ready for a mustachio gifted. Yeah, it's going to look awful, trust me. Full Blast, nice. Ghost of Tsushima. That is another game that passed me by when I was a Call of Duty Warzone demon, Rebirth Island demon. And I'll forever be annoyed that I never played it. But I just need to find... That's one of those games that I know I'm going to just want to play from start to finish. So I just, obviously, with it being a 55-hour platinum, I need to know that I'm going to have a good chunk of time available to do it. No, I know, like I said, I really need to, but it's one of those that I know that I'm going to want to sink all of my time into it. So I need to try and find a window to do that. I didn't watch the Liverpool game, no, but I did check the goals out. I did watch the highlights. I kept an eye on the score while it was playing because I was up late doing the Ratchet and Clank Platinum. But I only caught the highlights. Don't need a PC to plat it either. Can't find all collectibles with the resources the game gives you. Right, okay. When you say you don't need a PC, do you mean like a guide? Then we've got... Wait. I'm a Liverpool fan. Yes. That a good thing? That a bad thing, Ellis? 2 wins in one day. What's the other win? God Eater 2 Rage Burst, nice. God Eater Resurrection, nice. Then we've got a nice chunk of God of War games. The first and second of both the Greek story and the Viking story. Absolute bangers. Yeah, it does ruin the immersion sometimes. Hull City, your home city, nice. Grand Kingdom, 100 hours, now unobtainable. Let's have a look at that.
Grand Kingdom. Shortly after company. How is the game
I'm seeing a running theme with some of these games. Nothing wrong with it. Just seeing a running theme. Grand Theft Auto 5, nice. Gravity Rush, beautiful. Guacamelee. Habroxia 2. Again, Vita games up the yin yang. My team got knocked out the Scottish League Cup yesterday already. Damn. I was gonna say Hull's back in the Prem, aren't they? Heavy Rain, absolute banger of a story. It'd be nice if they remastered that. did a full PS5 graphic, kept the story the same, but just updated it. Because although for the time, Heavy Rain was really graphically ahead of its time, it's not nowhere near what it should be. I've got a PS3, Guacamole. I'll put it on. Put it on the list. Put it on the list. Guacamole. Oh my god, Homefront the Revolution. Don't see that very often. Helldivers. Nice. Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West. Absolute bang. Some of the, probably, a lot, like I said before, with God of War, some of the best story told on PS4. It's a shame the third one is going to be like another however many years off. Also, did everyone see, for everyone that was moaning and crying over the Laufey game that's been released, announced announced at San Diego Comic-Con that there's a Kratos game coming out after Laufey that ties straight into Laufey. So for everyone that was crying over the fact that they have to play as a woman and the story has nothing to do with God of War, turns out it probably is going to do, because the Kratos game ties straight into it. So at least that'll keep some of the other people, the people who are unhappy about Laufey, with a bit of luck. Or maybe they'll just find something else to moan about. Yes, someone put that in the Discord. It's February it's been released. And then apparently the God of War game is like either the end of 2027, early 2028. Hotline Miami. Nice. What the hell is that? Pretty much searching every Vita game just because I don't play Vita games.
And that's pretty.
Just need a capture card. You can pick a pretty cheap one up. Like, so I've got like a really inexpensive. I got the Elgato 4XK2 for the PS5, because it obviously does 4K pass through and a few other bits and bobs. But like my Switch and my PS3, PS4 are all hooked up to like a cheap 20 quid one, and it works perfectly fine. So you can pick them up pretty cheap. People are still unsubscribing and hiding. Sony hiding figures. Hotline Miami is skill dependent. What? So like it's easier than that or harder? He has God of War to what Master Chief is to Halo. Yeah. I never knew. I never truly understood that when people were moaning. Like, they really thought that a company with the name God of War would ever get rid of God of War. It even shows that in the title. Is the title. Like God of War, so normally when games are spin-offs or like side games or whatever you want to call it, so like not a mainline, they normally do something like that where they make the mainline franchise name smaller and the other name bigger to indicate that this is not this. So I never got why people kicked off when it was announced, because anyone with any sort of common sense knew full well that Kratos wasn't going anywhere. This isn't a God of War game. It's a Laufey game under the God of War umbrella. It just baffled me the way that people responded. If I get one, we should do versus stream so you can get the plat quicker. Yeah, by all means, man. I'm down with anyone that wants to do something like that. Dimension Neptune here. So we got. I'm going to go through a bunch of these, just unless something looks very different, because a lot of these Vita games are very Japanese visual novel style games. So if unless something really stands out, we'll probably just glance through it. Exactly. That's exactly legit. Excuse me. Infamous Second Son. Nice. Jak and Daxter Precursor. One of my all-time favorite. I would go as far as to say that Jak and Daxter is probably my favorite mascot game. Like over Crash, Spyro. I would say this. I'm not necessarily the other ones, Jak 2 or 3 or X. But this in particular, for me, is probably what I would call a perfect puzzle platformer. Yo, Austin, yo, Crying Wolf. Let's go. That makes a whole lot more sense now. Thank you for letting me know. I can sort that out. Right. Discord name. Right. Go. Perfect. I appreciate that, Austin. I will get that all set up. Put you in the list. So, like I said, I'm making a Google sheet so you can see what date the reviews and your account's being checked out and stuff like that. So it's just difficult when people's names are different on the members. So as soon as I can differentiate everyone's member name from Discord name, should be a lot better. Okay, then we got Jak 2 again. I've heard. Oh, Jak Precursor Legacy as well is a Vita, not a PS3, 4, or 5 version. Damn. As with Jak 2, I've heard that there's like a console command or a developer section or something you can cheese the trophies on this. Killzone Mercenary again, another Vita title. Damn. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've heard that that is a slog. Debug mode. That was the word I was looking for. Kingdom Hearts 3. Again, a franchise I've never played. Never played a single Kingdom Hearts. But we are planning on changing that. I am going to get round to it at some point. Just don't know when. LA Noire on the PS4. Beautiful. Legend of the Skyfish. Lego Batman 2. Lego Batman 3. Lego Batman DC Superheroes. Harry Potter, Jurassic World, Legends of Chimera, Marvel Superhero, video game, Skywalker Saga, loves a Lego game, Lord of the Rings, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, 8, 9 of them are Vita and not the main console ones. Okay. Lies of P, we mentioned before that is a Souls-like that's like Pinocchio. Little Deviants, 10 out of 10, 15 hours on the Vita. Okay. Lone Survivor, 6 out of 10. Yeah, hold on. I've literally just DM'd you in Discord the exact one that I bought. Right. Then we've got Mafia, Mafia 2, Mafia 3. I've said this in numerous videos. I keep saying it. This, for me, is a blueprint of how to do a perfect remaster. If you go back and look at the original Mafia, the original the original PC version of the game Mafia, and look at this. It's literally from the ground up a completely different game, but at the same time, the same game. So for me, if anyone ever said to me, what would you want a remake to look like or a remaster of a game to look like, Mafia is the one. Mafia 2, absolute banger of a game, and then Mafia 3 is an absolute buggy mess. Marvel Spider-Man, nice. Not done the DLC. Mass Effect, wow, okay. Out of all the Mass Effects that you could have done, you did the worst one. To be fair, I keep meaning to go back, but the multiplayer trophies just put me off. I know that there's a way to do it without doing multiplayer, so I need to find out how to do that. Yes, they really should do Mafia 2 in the way that they did Mafia 3. That'd be amazing. Yeah, Mafia 3 is so buggy. Your last comment was hidden. Why? What was the comment? Last comment I can see from you was mainly about the disc situation. How funny how the servers went down and people were mass unsubscribing, and Sony hid the true figures. That was the last message I got from you, Snake. Then we got Mecha Bolt, Mecha Gal, another Vita game, Metal Gear Solid Vita versions. Ah, man, Vita Demon. I've literally never seen this many Vita games on a trophy list in my life. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Metro Exodus, nice. Metropolis Lux Obscura. Okay. 3 hours, 2 out of 10. So there is some stuff you can get pretty quick. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War. I've explained, I've never watched Lord of the Rings, never, bothered with Lord of the Rings. It's just not a franchise I've ever paid any attention to. So I've never played these games. Black Flag, yes, that's also another remake that's really good. I'm loving Black Flag Resynced. I was going to stream it, and I did start streaming it and making content on it, but I think I just want to really enjoy the game and then do like a platinum run through for the Assassin's Creed like we have. Obviously, I had me vent the other day about the fact that my Assassin's Creed videos and full trophy gameplay videos do absolutely horrible on the channel, but I kind of don't make them for the views. I kind of make them because I like making them. And maybe one day, like someone said, if I get more subscribers, more people come through, the number will go up with slowly drip feed them watching the content. So, you know, but I think that's the plan. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I'm going to... And also, one of the bit of feedback that I got is that they maybe should be a bit longer rather than glancing over the story and stuff. Like, cover the whole journey properly. So that's what we're doing with the Black Flag one. So probably playing it... I've been playing it offline to get it where I want it, really. So I can basically get all the footage I need without my ugly mug all over everything. Midnight Deluxe, 2 out of 10. Nice. Mind Zero, okay, that's another Vita game. Monster Hunter World, obviously, check out the second channel. I tried that for the first time. I did not know it was a 300-hour platinum, though. I did not know that. Oh, damn. Mortal Shell, again, as someone tried it again on Ryan's list last. It's like, apparently, it's a, well, not apparently, but it's a Souls-like game. Baldur's Gate Division 2, All the Wildlands. Wow. Favorite videos are all on platinums based on one game. The only ones I won't watch are for ones I don't watch spoilers for. See, so yeah, I thought making them quicker would be more watchable, but I think that's not the path that I should go down. I think I should make them a lot longer. Yo, Zara, what's good? What's good? Welcome in. How are we doing? I said about the fact that certain companies are involved in relation to Lofi, and they have caused the uglification of... See, I don't buy into that they've uglified her. She looks exactly how she does in real life. A lot of the pictures they use in a Photoshop, like, thingy pictures, not actually her. He looks like a grown-up monkey from Peter from Japan. I think I have the capture card from years ago. I'm gonna have to look. Yeah, have a look, man. You're good. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, this uglification of Laufey as well. Like, if you look at the pictures they're using to compare it, they're using, like, press shots where there's fucking tons of makeup on, lighting, Photoshop editing to make the picture look perfect. What the game is picking up is her actual facial structure. Yeah, no, I get that. So that's why that's where I think I definitely have been going wrong, is making the videos, trying to make them 10 to 15 minutes long, as opposed to doing a proper run through of everything, which I'm going to try with Black Flag. Obviously it's going to be a while before it comes out because I've got the 30 platinums and stuff, but I think that if I do it about an hour long, maybe it might get more views in that sense. Oh. Then we've got Marasa Reba, another Vita game. Murdered Soul Suspect. Do you know what? What are people's opinions? You know, if I do 30 platinums in 30 days, if I get a game, if I do a game, the rule's simple. The game must go from 0 to 100%. That's one of the rules. But I've got Murdered Soul Suspect on the PS3. Would people be opposed to me getting it on the PS4? Do you think that's taboo? Or should it be a game that I've not got on the trophy list anywhere? Or is getting a stack of it, so like a PS5 version instead of the PS4 version, would that be doable? Yeah, I think that's the plan, Sky. I think that's the plan. Then we got Need for Speed Most Wanted on the Vita. What is it with all these games? Like, this person plays more Vita than they do anything else by the looks of it. Nino Kuni, nice. Nier Automata. People have been, a lot have been going on about that in the chat, that it's an absolute banger. So that's something I need to add to the list of things to check out, because I've never played that before. Actually, I'll throw that on my list now. Neo 2, nice. Yeah, do you know what? That's kind of the feedback, some of the feedback I was getting in the Discord, and I never thought about it until someone had said it. So it makes sense. It does make complete sense. So I think with Assassin's Creed 4, granted it's not that much of a grant, I think I'm going to cover the whole thing. Because on the Assassin's Creed 3, I missed out some of the trophies as well. I sort of like lumped all of the completion. So like obviously completionist is 100%. You get so many, you get like 10, 15, or maybe 10 or 12 trophies for getting the completionist. So I sort of bundled all them into like 1 or 2 sentences. I think I maybe should have expanded it a bit more. Tried to say it's because they have better technology and there's photos that prove this. All right. I feel like if you haven't played a game in like 3+ years, you should be good re-platinum in it, especially if you don't. Yeah. How did you make your profile picture? And I'm a stream. I don't want to be Rick Grimes. My profile picture? Which profile picture you're on about? The Discord profile picture? Or my logo, like YouTube profile picture? Then we've got Odin Sphere, Life Brasser. One Piece, nice. Operation Abyss, Tokyo Legacy. Operation Babel, Tokyo Legacy. Path of Exile. You don't see that very often. Persona 4 Golden, 125 out on the Vita again. Persona 4 Dancing All Night on the Vita. Persona 5, 100. Damn. Some absolute stonking platinums there. But Rick Grimes is the GOAT. So the profile picture on the Discord, which is like a cartoon me holding a trophy, I paid like £7 for it on Fiverr. I just typed in cartoon cartoon thumbnail artist, and I think I picked one that was like £7. Unfortunately, the profile picture on YouTube, I won a giveaway a few years ago for a stream package. So it was an actual graphic designer. All I did was... so that's the original logo, and then all I did was put it into Photoshop and throw a little platinum image on it for the main channel. So that one, that was made for me. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Nice. Prey. I loved that when it originally came out. I'm sure it was out on the PS3. Ragnarok Odyssey. Rainbow Moon. God. Serious. This platinum list is just full of so many twists and turns with games. Difficult ones, then long ones, then short ones, then a bunch of Vita ones. Ratchet and Clank, nice. Rayman Origins on the Vita. Wonder, does that have the 90-day platinum where you have to log on every day for 90 days? Red Dead, and then a Red Dead Redemption 2. Then we got Resident Evil 0, 2, 3, 6, 7, Code Veronica, Revelations Village, okay? Some stonking... Honestly, I didn't realize that Resident Evil 1 or 0 had trophies. Ah, sweet. Sweet. I have a personal beef with AI and I hate it. Resistance Burning Skies, nice. On the Vita again, so look, and that's actually on the Vita. That's not the Resistance, or is it? Oh no, it's Resistance Retribution. That's the one that's on the PlayStation Store. Ignore what I was about to say. Ignore what I was about to say. Oh, I need to stop onto my leg. Rezo Gun, 5 out of 10, 10 hours, nice. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I didn't realize that 125 trophies and they've got 100% on it. God damn. Sultan Sanctuary. That.
The better. Salt can be taken back to the sanctuary and used to level up your character's statistics, as well as adding abilities like heavy armor.
Well, I like the art style on it, definitely. Samurai Warriors Chronicles, nice. Shadow of the Colossus, banger. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, nice. Shinobido. Revenge of Zen, as I should have guessed, on the Vita. Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove, nice. Silent Hill Book of Memories, again, another Vita. Sly Cooper on a Vita. What are we saying, guys? Are we saying that there's more Vita games than any other game on the, like, I'd quite easily say that they've got more Vita Platinums than, let's see if we'll have to see if there's a way to work that out. I just put Rick Grimes instead of his cult. Yeah. Yeah, that would probably be good. Soul Sacrifice, sent you a pic on Discord to show what they did. Ah, right, okay. Soul Sacrifice, nice. Soul Sacrifice Delta. South Park Fractured Butthole. Spy Hunter again on the Vita. Jedi Fallen Order. I'm so glad I never have to touch that game again. Those maps, those 3D maps are absolutely disgusting. Steingate, okay, nice. Strangers of Sword City. Again, another Vita. Stray, nice. Streets of Rage. Super Destro Nord DX. Super Destronaut Land Wars. Sword Art Online. Fatal Bullet. Okay. Then we got Hollow Fragment, Hollow Realization, Lost Song. I'm assuming they're all Vitas. Tales of Iron, nice. Tales of R, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection, okay. Oh. The Amazing Spider-Man on the Vita. Bard's Tale, I'm assuming on the Vita. Callisto Protocol. Skyrim again. Two games in the that was in the last one as well. Evil Within 2. No Evil Within though. Strange. It's a great, don't get me wrong, RB, it's a great game, but I'm telling you, if you're going for the platinum, there'll be a point where you'll realize that that map is just not your friend. You'll realize that the map is doing more harm than good. The Last Guardian, nice. Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Remastered. Okay, some bangers there. Legend of Heroes, I'm assuming on the Vita. Legend of Heroes 2, assuming on the Vita. Order 1886, that is £8. You know what? I'm probably going to do a nice little CEX haul and get it delivered for the 30 Platinum Day. Just in case the wheel lands on it. The Surge, nice. The Walking Dead on the Vita. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, again, the PS4 version. Time Spinner, nice. Okay. I've tried getting that, and I would say that's harder than a 6 out of 10. Especially with the 5 playthroughs, it's absolutely brutal. Again, I explained the Division. I had no idea. I think I need to start from scratch because I was wholly underleveled or doing something wrong. Hollow Fragment is a horrible plat. Really? I think the map is not... You don't think the map's that bad, Mars? Torment, Tides of Numenera. Tukadin, Kawami, Tukadin... Oh, let's see what it is. Oh, okay. It's a Koei Tecmo game, so it's a little bit like Dynasty Warriors and stuff. Uncharted 2, 3, Thief's End, 1, Abyss on the Vita. Uncharted Lost Legacy, again, Undertale, nice. Again, like someone said before, Uncharted was one of those you had to be there, but even then, I couldn't imagine it being any good then. Until Dawn, nice. Valhalla Knights 3, okay. Vampire... I think I've played that. Velocity Ultra, okay. Watch Dogs 2. I need to clean Watch Dogs up. I didn't realize you can stream. I need to go through the PlayStation Plus. There is so many games that I have on my backlog that I didn't realize I could stream, like Ratchet and Clank. I said before, there was God of War 2. Even though I've got the physical versions, like streaming it on the PlayStation might be a bit easier. Xeno Crisis, nice. Yoami, Midnight Shadows. Wise Origin, 85 hours, 7 out of 10. How can it be a 7 out of 10 at the game if it's only 1 hour in length? Oh, reminds me of like old Final Fantasy. How can this gameplay walkthrough? Oh, it's part 1. I was going to say, that's the whole through. That's 85 hours. Have you tried GIMP? I'm not going to say the word because it might be against TOS. But GIMP is essentially Photoshop. I've got Photoshop, but I used to use GIMP before that. Wise Memory of Celeste, nice. Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. And Zero Escape Zero Time Dilemma. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the trophies. So Jetpack Joyride was their first trophy, so they've been grinding for 13 years. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation on the Vita was their first platinum. 10th was Snake Eater. 20th, Persona 4. 30th, Lego Batman. 40th, Sword Art Online, Lost Song. 50th, Tales of Heart R. A lot of these, I have no idea. A lot of them are Japanese anime, PS Vita games. Chasm, 75th. Final Fantasy 15. I know that one is the 100th. 125 is Dying Light. 150, Last Guardian. Mecha Bolt was the fastest platinum. 200th, nice little milestone platinum there with The Witcher 3. 225, Forbidden West. 250, Final Fantasy X HD. And that is their latest platinum, so they literally bang on at 250. They have 508 ultra rare. Now, 30 is the highest ultra rare platinums that we've seen, and it was literally in the last review that we've just done. How many does this person have? 45. I had an idea it was going to be a lot, because a lot of these are obviously Vita games. Not a lot of people play Vita. Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, I'm going to see how many they've got. I think I have like 6 ultra rare. All my ultra rare, I've only got 4, I think. Right, so we do platinum, platform, PlayStation Vita. Right. It says 100 plus. Right, so then if I do... What, that? 124, so literally half of the... Thank you, Rainer. Thank you, thank you. Streaming software I use is OBS, but I have Stream Elements, and then put everything in a browser source. 125 out of the... So literally one short of half of the platinums are PS Vita games. That is, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen that many Vita Platinums in a list. Now, granted that some of these might not be because it says they're PS, like it's the version is the PS4, PS3, PS2. But I have a feeling. Hold on, click stats next to Trophy Advisor. Platinum. Says they're 176. But 124 platinums, literally half of their platinums, like, is a Vita. Now, like I said, I know that some of those say, like, PS3, PS4, but I'm making the assumption, and it's quite, I think it's an educated assumption, that if there's multiple platforms here, it's probably the Vita that they played it on. That's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Right. Okay. So there we go. If you do enjoy this video, please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll catch you all in the next one. That was for the recording, guys. Right, so... so this is a rough... This is a rough thingy for the list. Obviously, I've got to clean it up and stuff. But that's kind of where we're at. Obviously, you'll see it a bit better when I've updated everything and everyone's got back to me. Disgusting. Right, so. You know what I'm going to do for a laugh? I'll say for a laugh. Right, let me go to the Rate My Trophy. And I'm just going to blindly hover over an account. Just scrolling up and down the whole list. Oh, that text box Right. We've got this account here. We're not reviewing their account. We're having a quick look and seeing any platinums around the 4-hour mark. And we're going to add it to the list and you're going to pick. So, Vember. 10, 10, 10, 10, 8, 8, 8. And Gardens Between done that. Astral Playroom done that.
Hey, you subscribed. Does it feel good?
That made me jump then. I don't know why. Yo, the White Wolf, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it, man. Man, just so everyone knows, man is gender neutral to me. Like, dude, I just... W's in the chat for White Wolf. When it's time for your reviews. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. 9, 9, 10. Daxter. Just, like I say, we're just picking out. Right. Okay, so let me pull. Start a poll. Right, so we've got Fuller, Guardian, Teenage Mutant, TMT, Power, Bunga, Collection, and okay, so the poll is now live. If you will select a game, this will be the one that we play tomorrow on our 30 platinum, first day of our 30 platinums in 30 days. If Sandra's reviewed your list, he'd straight up give it a 0 out of 10. Well, I don't number. If you want TMNT, Abby, make sure to click the button. Have a look, see how it's doing. Can I not get my own chat up? Have a look, see how it's doing. Can't. Look a bit over here, I think. Oh, so far, Daxter's winning. We've got 9 votes. So there's 40 odd people in here. Come on, guys. You know we're voting. Oh, got 10 votes. Daxter's still winning. We've got Claire at 18%, Color Guardians at 17%, Daxter at 50%. Looks like Daxter's winning so far. 14 votes. We'll be starting. Looks like we'll be starting with Daxter. Give it another minute or two. Got 16 votes. If we can get it to like 20 votes. Day 22 with only 17 plats. No way, Panda. What? Throw some quick ones in. There's Save Room. There's Donut County. Thank goodness you're here. The Gardens Between. A few. Definitely have a look. I'm sure you can catch up. right? We'll do 3 more votes. We've got 45 people in. If we can get 20 votes, there's 18. If we can get 20 votes, that's at least half of the people responding. And we'll have a decision, although I think we already know who the winner is. Why are you lost? Why are you lost, Jack? Holy giftedception, yeah. Stream overlay is difficult. It's I would watch a YouTube video. I would watch a YouTube video, definitely. Okay, there we go. Poll has ended, and we will be playing Daxter. So it looks like Daxter was the winner of that list. We had Daxter with 53%, Claire with 20%. Don't worry, these games, the other games are going to be in the wheel, so they will obviously have a chance of coming up when I spin it. But yeah, there we go. Daxter is going to be the first game we play. That will be tomorrow. We'll be live from 7 p.m. And we'll be going through. With a bit of luck, I'll get the platinum tomorrow. If not, yeah, we might go till we get the platinum. If it's only a 5-hour plat, we'll get it done. But there we have it. Don't forget, guys, 30 platinums in 30 days will be starting tomorrow. We'll be live every single day except for the 8th of August. The 8th of August is the only day where we will not be live. As I have something IRL that I need to take care of. So we will either be doing an extra platinum before that day or catching up the day after. So we'll be live for 29 out of the 30 days, obviously, with the 30th day ending on my birthday, the 26th of August, with some giveaways, some forfeits, and a bunch of other stuff. It should be a right laugh with a 12-hour stream. So, guys, I'm going to call it there just because, like I said earlier in the stream, I need to actually finalize and whittle down the list of games that I'm going to be playing, get some of the overlays set up so that I can say like how many days and games and a few other bits and bobs. So I'm going to call it the stream here. I appreciate you all for sticking in and watching me today. Finn and Jake's investigations, it's about 5 hours.
R.B.6955 said W stream brother. Thanks.
Oh, RB with the £5 super chat, you absolute legend. Finishing the stream out with a £5 super chat. I appreciate you. I appreciate you that you've been today the support has been nothing short of unreal. Jack, you absolute legend. RB, you absolute legend. Pino, you absolute legend. All of the members. Obviously, if you haven't already, please make sure you do thank the people who gifted you if you did become a member today. But again, guys, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, we will be live. And don't forget, another caveat, the trophy review videos will still be released.
V01DPS5 said don't forget South Park.
Void with the £10 super chat, you absolute demon. I won't forget South Park. Oh my god, thank you. So, trophy reviews will still be done on a Monday and a Wednesday. The giveaway will still be announced on a Wednesday. That will be done separately to the stream, so it won't be announced on the stream or anything. They'll still go out live, as they do usually. Sundays, we are only going to be doing one review, because obviously, as you can see, these take quite a while. So, it'll eat into trophy time otherwise. So, we'll be doing one review on a Sunday rather than 2. So, just be aware of that. I've already got for Prince of Persia Forgotten Sands on the PS3, so I can't get that one, unfortunately. But I'll put that down. What was it called again? Finn and Jake's investigation, and I've also got the South Park. Where are we? Finn and Jake. Finn and Jake investigates. And South Park. Right, guys. I appreciate you all. You absolute legends. Obviously, if you can't tune in tomorrow, we are going to be live for the 30 days. I hope you can all pop in at some point while we're doing that grind and push me along with a bit of luck. But enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And I will see you all tomorrow. So, peace out. Love. You
Jack
name it.
Games TH8XX said I felt
Are you
left out.
crazy?
Oh
Are you
my
out of your
god,
mind?
what are you doing to me, man? I keep trying to end the stream and you keep giving me money. What the hell? Jack with the gifted members, the super chat. You guys killing it. I'm going to end it here. I don't know what to say. You said kill. I appreciate the support. I really do. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it's this month streaming has been unreal. And I'm really looking forward to getting a full month in this month doing the challenge. So I appreciate you all. Thank you. Good night. Good afternoon. See you later. Peace.